Right, and if I press that button, we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for a very exciting live playthrough of Daitoshi, designed by Danny Garcia, who has just arrived in the chat. Good evening, Danny. Thank you very much for joining us. Published by Devere Games. Thames and Cosmos are publishing it in the UK. This is one of the hottest games that was released at Essen Spiel this year. I haven't played it yet. None of us have played it yet, but we've all been through the rules and we think we know the rules. We might make some mistakes, but hopefully we won't. This is not a sponsored video, so don't expect my normal quality. This is just three friends playing through the game and showing you how it plays. See, we're friends.
We're on it.
Well, we are at the moment. So this isn't a sponsored video, but my Patreon supporters are voting on all of the new games that I brought back from Essen, and I am covering them in the order in which they are being voted for. Roughly speaking, this one got the most votes. I suspected it might be on the Saturday night of Essen. I was having a chat with Danny, or was it maybe even the Sunday? And I told him what the plan was, that I would be putting up the poll and people would be voting. And I said to him then, I think this one is going to get the most votes. And it did. But we didn't cover this one first. We actually did Solfjord this afternoon, which was the second one that got the most votes. So I've done them in slightly the opposite order. Anyway, Daitoshi. The theme of this game is actually quite interesting because Devere have a series of games which are all set in the same universe. And Bitoku, which was my joint favourite game of 2 years ago.
That's right.
Feels like 3, but 2 or 3 years ago. Bitoku, which I've played and is absolutely fantastic. Then there was an expansion for Bitoku. Then there's Yokai Stretch that I've never heard of. Bamboo that I have heard of. Silk, which I've heard of. Daitoshi. And then the last one in the saga is Sound, which I haven't played. So they're all set in the same universe, but this is many years on from Bitoku, but we still have the yokai. Basically, this is a kind of industrial revolution, Steam.
We have discovered the power of steam.
Yes.
And we're beginning the traditional exploitation of the wilderness in order to
upset the yokai.
Mass produce consumables to ship off to the overseas and deal with the angry spirits as a result.
We're going to be teaching you the game as we play through it. You two have both read the rules beforehand. I've read half of the rules, but we've just had a quick run through for the last hour. And Rob will probably be taking the lead on most of the explanation because you probably know it better, but we'll see how we go on. So what we do in this game is we're trying to score victory points. Victory points will be tracked around the outside of the board. There is some end of game scoring as well, which you will see when we get to the end. But what happens is on your turn, you've basically got two choices. You either power up your factories or you do something in the city. But once you have powered up your factories, you can't then do that again until you've done something in the city. And once you do something in the city, it resets this marker here, basically. So they are the two things that you can do on your turn. When you power up your factories, you spend steam and you run your inventions, which will generate you all sorts of different types of resources and move these little cubes along. When you go to the city, you're going to be moving your magnate around the board in a kind of Mac-Gertz rondel fashion. You can't really see, but it's actually divided into 5 districts, and these are randomly placed at the start of the game. And you move 1 or 2 spaces for free, but you can pay steam to move further. And when you activate these spaces, all sorts of things happen. You get to place workers, if you've got any workers, onto the spaces. You get to exploit the wilderness, which is mandatory. You can't help but do that. And you get to do various actions as well. We can build up the city over the course of the game. So we start off with this inner ring, but we're going to be placing the middle ring and then the outer ring. You can electrify these areas by providing them with energy, which flips them over, and that makes them more powerful. What else you can do? You can take on new inventions. So you can take new inventions. I think this is the university. That's it.
That's new inventions.
New inventions which you put on here. There's also is this the university?
Because that's the great invention. So
right.
The massive floating airship has got the great invention, which we can
The
start.
mega. What's it called?
Mega project.
Mega project.
Yeah.
Mega machine.
Mega machine. Mega.
Mega. What's it called?
It's either mega machine or mega project. Place bets now. Mega machine. It's
Mega machine. It's a mega machine. So this is actually one of 4 different ones, and you pick randomly which one you're going to use at the start of the game. 5 because I've got the promo one.
Oh, that's it.
It's normally 4. And that's something you can contribute to as well. And if you contribute to this, you get to place one of these tiles on your board. What else are you doing?
Trade.
Trading with the
foreign
cities.
cities. We can fly our giant moth ship, because moth ships, to various cities to gain immediate and down the line rewards.
Yeah.
And so we can expand the power of the city, trade with cities, develop our own inventions, and then later on start contributing to the mega machine.
Yeah.
Which has some very powerful extra abilities.
Yeah. Now the tracks that you see at the top of the board, there's actually 4 tracks. There's the water track, which we all start here, and we can move along this track this way. The rest of our pilgrims are here, and you've got the forest track, the mountain track, and the underground track. From what we understand, all this is end of game scoring.
Yeah.
So each of those
multiples.
tracks is going to score for a variety of different things, and depending on how far you are along each track, that's going to determine your end of game point. So from what I understand is that moving along the tracks gets you absolutely nothing during the game. It is purely your end of game scoring. And
Please jump in down here if we've got that one wrong.
yes, if we say anything wrong,
Yep.
then please let me know. Thomas is in the chat as well, the designer of SETI and Tea Garden
Hey, Thomas.
and Galileo Galilei. Thank you for joining us, Thomas.
So
We're ready to go. We've
Yep.
done the setup.
yes, we have 5 districts we can jump to. But each one has a different action. The 5th district, which is this one here,
There's Town Hall, isn't
the
it?
town hall,
Can do any of the other 4.
any of the others, and including the mega machine.
Right.
It's also, whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, you exploit the wilderness even faster when you go there.
Yes.
So you
which
have
is-
some pros
which is
and
bad.
cons.
One thing that I quite like about this game, and it is in theme with the setting, is that you are exploiting the land, which is going to get you benefits, but if you exploit it too much, you anger the yokai and they start destroying pieces of your factory, which is quite nice.
You need to do it gently, a bit at a time, send the monks in to appease them afterwards, and you can get away with a lot more.
To be honest, if either of you two don't do that, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
Because I want to show the game off and I want to show
it's
that
probably
happening.
going to happen because it's not
Yeah, I think
monstrous.
it's hard to avoid it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not crippling. It's bad.
Yeah.
It could be terrible in some situations, but it's not like, oh, that's it, I'm out of the game,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
So yeah, if you're watching, keep an eye. Danny's going to be here, so if we do make any mistakes during the game, if you spot something that we miss, please let us know in the chat. And if you want to support me directly, patreon.com/gaming rules. As I mentioned, this is not a sponsored video, so I apologise in advance that it's not up to my normal quality. But off we go. Rob has been chosen as the start player.
Yes, I think I'm going to start, and I will take a production turn rather than the city turn.
So straight away, you're going to run your factories.
Yeah. So the first thing I do is I'm ticking this over to say this is me doing the production.
Yeah.
So I can activate any of my factories. I have 3 factories, but only one has got an invention in it to actually do anything with. So I'm only going to pay 2 steam.
Spend the steam as shown on the bottom.
To power up this factory. I now take, for every blue tick, and because I'm the person doing it, pink tick, I gain the resource shown on each of my inventions. So right now that is 2
wealth.
wealth. Okay.
As it's shown here.
This then also lets me move every cube which I powered up with with an invention on 2
2 spaces.
on 2. And the reason this is good is it makes these more powerful, earns victory points, and can then trigger these to be used with the mega machine. So moving it on 2 is useful.
And you can move any one pilgrim forward for each factory that you activated. And you activated one factory,
and
you get to
because
move
there
on.
must be a space for me to move to, I can only activate the river.
That's the only one that
Lends
moves
you
forward.
river to go right now.
So yes, so these tracks are currently covered over by tiles, which means you can't start moving on those tracks yet.
Okay. Now, because it's a production turn, everyone else now has the option to also produce.
Yes.
There is no cost. You do not activate your cog, but you only get to trigger your blue ticks, not your pink ticks.
Yeah. So the other thing to mention for people is if Rob had two inventions in this factory, he would only pay the cost to activate the factory once, and he would only move one of the pilgrims forward 1 space. So it's not per invention.
It's
It's
building.
per factory.
Which is why this one's worth 2 'cause it's starting. This one's only worth 1 because it can take
And
a
it costs
maximum
1.
of 2 inventions. And this one's worth 4 because it's another 3er and
Yeah.
they're a bit more advanced. So there's balances between which ones you want
Yes.
to develop.
So Arthur, do you want to activate your factory?
I certainly do.
So you pay 2
Two
steam.
steam.
I thought you said there was no cost.
No,
Nope,
it's,
there is
there's
a
the
cost.
cog doesn't
There is a
activate.
cost.
You must always pay to activate your factories.
Okay,
But because you're not the activating player, you only get the blue ticks,
Yeah.
not the pink ticks.
so I get a
You
well.
get wealth.
And you don't move on your pilgrim because it's.
But you do move your cube forward 1 space.
And that's every cube which has an invention
Yeah.
on it that triggers.
I'm going to do something different. I've no idea whether this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to choose not to activate my factory.
So now that's into my turn. I check to make sure I haven't got any conflicts with the yokai. I don't. This clicks across to here. And that's my turn.
Okay, it's your turn over. So, Arthur, you'll go.
Well, I'm going to do the same.
You're going to do the same.
Because I discovered that wealth is good. So I flick that there to show that I'm doing something.
So you spent
I'm
2
activating
steam.
this factory, which
Yep.
is 2 steam.
You get the blue ticks and the pink
Yeah,
ticks.
so I get 2 more wealth.
From the wealth. The cube moves forward 2 spaces. And you move 1 pilgrim forward on a track. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it one at a time for this, Danny, because.
It can be done simultaneously. I'm not going to do it.
I will pay 2 more steam to activate again. That
What-
gets me 1 more wealth and 1 more move up on this track.
Yeah. Once we've got going, we will do that bit simultaneously, but
Just
just
for save time.
while we learn. Well, I'm going to do something
Your
different.
gear
Oh yeah, your
comes
gear
across.
goes over to the left.
Yep, so we need my silver. I can now do this again until taking the city action.
Yeah. So speaking of the city action, that's what I'm going to do. So I can move to either this district or this district
For free.
for free, and I can pay steam to move further. And you can move all the way back to your starting district. You just cannot go on the same space because there are 3 possible spaces that you can go to. But what I'm going to do is I am going to let's do the same thing that I did in the practice thing. So I'm going to move to this district here.
Yep.
And
So
the
for-
3 possible spaces are here, which costs nothing, but I can't place a worker. Here, which costs 1 steam, but you can place a worker. And here, costs 2 steam, it clears the workers, and then you can place a worker.
But each of these, only 1 person can go
Yes.
in. So you can always go to a location, but you may not always be able to activate the factory that's
Yeah.
there.
And because I don't have any green workers,
Doesn't matter.
I still get to do all of the other stuff in the district. I just don't get to do that part of it. So you actually do these. It's a little odd, but you do these from right to left. So the first thing is, if I had a green worker and I didn't go on this space, I could have spent that green worker to do this thing. That's fine. But now what I do is I exploit the mountain. So I take this mountain
So
tile.
Consolidation Paul must do
I
this.
must
You can't
do this.
avoid doing it because the end game trigger is hitting the end,
End
of
of one of the tracks.
Near the end.
So
Okay.
you can't not advance the game.
So when you exploit one of the terrain types, you put it on the left-hand side of your board, and if that's the first time that you've exploited it, that's fine. But if you exploit something more than once without clearing it, that's when the yokai are going to get unhappy. Every time you exploit a land, you get an immediate benefit. So the mountains gives me a yellow worker. You only have space for 6 workers. That goes here. And I also gain a coal. So there's 2 resources in the game. Well, they're not resources, are they?
Yeah.
They are things that you need to generate steam.
Yeah.
Coal and water. It's cleverly done by this marker here. So every time you gain coal,
Should be there.
I should be there, it moves down. And every time you gain water, it moves up. Now, I've just gained a coal, so it moves down. Because I'm moving the marker down, I have landed on an up arrow space, which means I don't generate any steam. But let's say, for example, that I already had 1 water, my marker would be here. So now what happens is if I generate coal, it moves to here, I've moved down, and I've landed on a down arrow, which means I generate steam. Effectively, as soon as you've got 1 coal and 1 water, you generate steam. That's the way that this works, but it's done in a clever way. So I've generated a coal, my marker is there, I don't generate the steam at the moment.
Zoctol, this space is unlimited,
This is unlimited, yes.
So-
this is limited to 1, this is limited to 1, but this is
so
unlimited.
you can always go to a district, but you might not always be able to activate the factories
Yes.
there, depending on what's been done.
So the action for this district is to electrify one of the tiles on the board, and that costs an amount of energy as shown here. Now, everybody starts the game with 1 food, 1 power, 1 construction materials, and 1 luxury item, but wealth is a wild card. So I'm going to spend my 1 power and my 1 wealth, as if it was energy, and I get to electrify one of these areas, which makes it more betterer.
And that's a technical term, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to energize this one. So what I get for doing that is I gain a water. So I gain a water, which moves this up, and it's landed on an up arrow, which means effectively what I've done is I've combined the coal and the water together. I've generated 3 steam. And I gain a top hat movement, which is prestige. So we have a prestige track in the inside of the board, and we also have a worm truck track, which is here. And every time you gain prestige or worm truck movement, you move it plotwise, and we're going to get the benefits that we pass over. So I'm going to move from there to here, and I get 2 luxury items. So 1, 2. So I've done that. That's the benefit that I got for providing this sector with energy. And then what we do is we flip it over. So once it's been flipped over, the cost to energize it has gone because it's already been done. This is stayed the same, but this is better.
The same, but the factory is now more efficient.
Yes, because it's lit. The lights are on. And that's it. I believe that is my turn.
Yes, so first of my turn, I must take a city action because I can't take a produce action.
Yeah.
There's only 2 actions you can take.
Yeah. Anita's asking me if I have any plans to play solo. At the moment, no. I'd love to have the time to play all of the new games that I've brought back solo. But again, that will be down to Patreon supporters voting on when I get space in my schedule. At the moment, my plan for the next few months is to spend a lot of my time getting through as many of these games as I can, which means inviting people round during the weekdays. For example, on Monday, these 2 are coming round and we're playing Beyond the Horizon.
Oh, yes.
So I'll be focusing on the multiplayer playthroughs initially.
My magnate is going to move along 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, and that doesn't cost me anything. My 3rd move gets me to the mayor's office.
So you spend a steam to move 3.
So I'm spending 1 of my steam to move forward a bit further.
And you're going on the...
Yep.
I don't want to place any workers.
If I haven't got any workers to place, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I must now exploit 2 locations. And because I've got none, that's a good thing. It could be harder for me to do later on.
So you could take 2 water and you'd straight away, you'd upset the water.
I'd really, really annoy them and I'd get loads of water and blue workers, but nothing else. So I have to take 1 water, who comes here, gaining me a blue worker, if you'd be so kind, and 2 water, which pushes me up. I'm going against the arrow, so I get nothing.
Yeah, but you now have 2 water.
Yep, I now take another hex, and I will take a
couple of things just while Rob's thinking. If you can hear church bells in the background, it's because we live near a church and we've got the window open. The second thing is our internet has been going up and down for the last 2 days. So if at some point the stream freezes, please don't disappear. Just give it 30 seconds or a minute and hopefully the internet will come back and the stream will be resumed.
So I'm going to, just kidding, take a forest.
So when you exploit the forest, you get a green worker. Here. Would you mind getting the workers, Arthur?
Worker.
Okay. And you gain a coal.
And I gain a coal. Now, because I've got a coal and it goes down, it's now moving with the down arrow, so I gain 3 steam.
Right. And you still have 1 water in there.
Yep,
you
so
gained 2.
I can get 1 more coal and drop it again.
Okay.
I take the Rolodex action, which is a wild action of my
This.
choice.
So you can do any of the other 4 actions.
With this.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is... Yes, I am going to take the research action, which allows me to gain new versions of these.
So when you do this action, you can take 1 tile, and if you do, you get all of the benefits of that tile, or you can take 2 tiles and get none of the benefits.
Yeah.
These tiles cost 1 food, these cost 2, these cost 3. It's because these are not as good, these are better, but these are amazing.
So I think this time round, I'm going to try spending 2 food. So I spend 1 food, and then wealth as a wild. I'll spend 1 wealth as a wild.
As another food.
And I'm going to take both of these.
Okay.
Because I'm taking them, I don't get the benefits immediately.
Yeah.
They go here.
So you can put them in any of the factories, but Arthur, you said that they've got to be filled from bottom to top?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I believe on top. And yeah, this means I can pay 2 steam to activate
all 3 inventions. Right, okay.
1 go. So that is the end.
Andre is saying any action plus the Mega Machine.
Oh, cool.
So I thought the Mega Machine was instead of.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't think you do.
I thought it was
It's
instead
an
of.
action, which could be the Mega
Yeah,
Machine.
no, it says or. Yeah, the Town Hall is a wild action.
Okay, Danny says no, it's instead.
It is or contribute to the Mega Machine.
Right.
Do these get refilled?
So
I believe they do.
they will now get refilled, so that's the end of my turn. And at the end of my turn, Check for conflict.
No conflicts. But
This
that's
now
reset
resets
because
when
you
you
can
now
now do a.
production later.
So
on.
theoretically, every other turn you could run your factory.
Yep.
Run your factory, do a city action. Run your factory, do a city action. Okay.
Would you want to do that? Because of course, every time I'm doing it, it's giving you the chance to produce as well,
Sure.
to a lesser extent.
Sure.
So
Okay.
is it the most effective?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so we're back to me. Which is the commit to invention
This one.
icon?
That is this.
Okay, I was looking at that, but it's that. Okay,
Is that?
that's in
Yeah.
there. So how far away is that for me? 1, 2.
Or you could do it from here.
Yeah, no, I recognise I could do it from there. That would cost me a steam to do that. If I do it. Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to be taking on water. Okay. I quite like what Rob's done, to be honest. I don't want to copy him. So I'll go 1, 2, 3.
That costs you.
Cost you 1 steam. You go here.
Steam.
Yeah, but going there because you haven't got any workers to spend. There's no point. So
do
you
that.
get the free location.
You do
Yeah.
this.
I get a blue Ujima flip, which goes here, generates 2 water.
Water track up. It's going against the arrows, so
Yeah,
there's
no.
no income.
No income.
And you get your blue worker.
Take a blue worker. Go sits in the factory. Sorry, in the job pool.
And you get to do this.
I get to
Which
do
is this.
Yeah. Now, so I want to take 2 because I think I can see advantages of taking 2.
Hmm.
Okay, and it costs various amounts of food.
But you have
Can I
loads of
take
wealth.
from different columns?
Yep.
I have loads of wealth, which is what the first term was all about. Yeah.
Yeah, Zoltol has a very good question, which I was going to ask Danny, but Danny has
It's
asked.
a commission.
Because without reading what Danny said, I think it would have been difficult for Danny to have designed this independently and sold this idea to Devere because it fits.
So
It fits so well with the theme. But I think what Danny's saying is it was a commission from Devere and it came from them. They said what they wanted and Danny designed them again.
All right, I'm going to take these 2.
So 3
which
food.
costs 3 food. So there's 1 food, and there's 2 wealth
Yep.
to make the difference. I get 2 of these.
You don't get the bonuses because you
I
took
get the
2
bonuses. I can presumably put them either, or it doesn't matter too much.
this one will upgrade sooner than this one. Because
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that one's green tickets there. That one's green tickets 2 spaces further on.
Mm.
If you took 2 inventions, you can install them in the same or different buildings in any order. There
Okay,
you go.
same building in any order. Done. Now,
Okay.
Get new ones.
These refresh.
is there
If
anything
you
else?
reset your
Right.
marker, you
Okay.
check for yokai conflict.
No conflict at this time.
I'm going to spend a steam. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, but I'm going to go on this space,
Which means he spends
which costs
another
me a steam. But now I can do the factory action. And because I have a yellow worker, I'm going to put the yellow worker on here, and I get to advance my, what is it? Worm truck.
Mhm.
3 spaces. We go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get all of the benefits that I cross over. So I get 1 energy and 2 steam. That's that done. Then we're going to exploit the river, which goes on there, which gets me a blue worker and 2 water. So 1, 2. And then I get to do the same action as you guys have done. But this time, I don't really have a choice because I've only got 1 food and I've got no wealth. So I'm just going to buy 1 tile, and it's going to be this one. But because I'm only buying 1 tile, I get all of the benefits of that tile.
So that's an immediate bonus
Yeah.
for only taking one.
So I gain some construction bonus. I can move 1 cube, 1 space to the right. Now, here's the question. Can I move the cube on this one?
I don't believe so because it's an invention. I think you get the bonus at the point you
There you
take
go.
it, not the
Question for Danny. I've just taken this one. What am I doing?
Well, you're
Oh yeah, I'm
currently
moving you
start.
again. I'm moving you again. Can I move the cube on the invention that I'm just putting in? That is the question. I'm going to put it there, and if he says yes, I'm going to put that there. If he says no, I'll put that one there. But I also get a point, so I'm winning.
That's one that's already placed.
Oh.
So no.
Nice try.
So the order is that you take it, get all of the bonuses, and then place it on your board.
Andrea, it's a space he lands on, not the one he moves from. So
What's
it's water, 1, 2.
So I was on the 0. I've gained 2 water, so I go to the 2. But that doesn't generate me any steam
Because it has to be.
because I didn't have any coal effectively. If you think about it thematically, I now have 2 water, so as soon as I gain coal, I will generate steam. I believe that is my go done.
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
I believe so.
So, I am going to take a production turn because I've got my factory is loaded.
Guess what I'm going to do?
I'm going to spend 2.
2 steam, so you get to activate all of those inventions.
Yes, and this one activates twice, so that gets me 1 luxury good from this one, 1 food from this one, double wealth from this one. Boom, boom, boom. Then each of my cubes moves up 2. Now this one moves 1, 2, triggering the green arrow.
Mm-hmm.
The green arrow now means this slides up, and now there's more blue ticks.
More ticks.
So whenever this produces now, I'm also going to gain a brick and a victory point.
Yeah.
This one goes 1, 2, and this one goes 1, 2.
And you get to move 1 pilgrim because you activated one of your buildings.
Yep.
You now have a choice.
You did. You could move on here, or you could
I
move
think
on.
I'll stick with moving on the water track for now. I think that
And we could have been doing ours simultaneously to speed things up.
now you do have the option as well.
But I have a question. Wealth is wild. Can it substitute for steam?
No, steam is not a
It's
resource.
the same shape as these.
So if I follow, it's going to cost me 2 steam, and I won't be able to do a production on my turn. So I think I will not.
Yep, it's either or. So
I'm also not going to.
Well, Paul, did you take a second? Did you take 2 hexes in your turn?
Did I take?
He's got 2 on his board.
No, I've had 2 turns.
It's 2 turns.
I haven't produced.
Yeah.
So I've done 2 city actions.
Just checking then, because if you gained 1 coal and 2 water, shouldn't you be either up or down?
Oh, is that what people are saying? Yeah.
Thought you had. Did you gain water from another source at any point?
I can't remember. So are we saying that I should be on the 1? I thought I was on the 0 when I went up 2.
Yeah, but in that case, wouldn't you have gone down 1 from the coal for taking that one?
So yeah,
If your first one was to take a coal, the steam, didn't you? Did you get something from? So the powering up. Did you get something from powering up?
yes.
That was why.
So I gained a water from here. I gained a coal from there. So I should be on +2.
That is right.
So we are good.
Rating. So you were there. You went down 1 for powering up, +1 for gaining the coal, which gave you your 3 steam, which you got, and then you went 2 up from there. So you're in the right place, and you wouldn't have produced anything that turn.
But keep us on our toes. Keep checking.
Yes, it was that
So
sneaky, that sneaky extra thing of that one.
You powered your thing up. So yeah.
Yep. So
Arthur,
yeah,
you'll go.
done my move my 2s, and taken them.
So you're doing it.
I'm going to produce,
Okay.
Right.
but I'm not following. I'm going to produce.
You're
on my
doing
turn.
your own
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Well, I'm not going to follow.
Uh,
you could.
Okay,
Right,
so,
produce. Choose a factory. Choose this factory. I will activate all 3 buildings.
So you spend 2 steam,
2 steam spent.
and you can do all of them, and you get the pink and the blue ticks for each one.
Yeah, so I get 2 wealth.
I'm not going to follow. Rob, you can if you
I
want.
will,
But
and because this one's now been upgraded, I get everything.
You get
shown.
everything.
2
So
energy.
I have to pay 2 steam.
Oh no, 1 energy. Oh, actually, this has got a different symbology. It's got a. You can spend an energy.
oh, that's different. What does that mean?
Spend an energy, get a wealth. I think
Spend
maybe.
power to get a wealth. By the looks of it.
But the ticks over the left. Right, hang on. We're going to have to look this up.
It's got an arrow on it.
Yeah.
I think this
This
is a different.
is new things that we've not seen.
Seems quite
Where,
inefficient. to
where
spend
would
a-
this be?
Well, I suppose it's better.
It turns it into a wild, but when you just
Yeah.
want to get on, this generates a wild.
The production turn producing when you activate a building. Okay. Well, the buildings, the different tiles are. Thought they were all explained.
This is.
No, the cities.
I'm
are
looking
Apparently,
at about this in the
it
rules.
generates wealth instead of electricity when upgraded.
Oh, instead of.
So that means when it's upgraded, it will generate 2 wealth. Is
So
that right,
the
Danny?
middle reward on this type of invention needs 1 of the leftmost resource to be spent in order to gain 1 wealth. Page 17.
So it does nothing at the moment.
Hang on, page 17. Page 17. Commit to an invention. Nope, I don't think it is page 17. Yeah, it's not on page 17.
So now it gives out energy, but when it's upgraded, it gives
Is that what
wealth
Danny's saying?
instead.
It says the middle reward of this type of invention, brackets with the arrow, needs one of the leftmost resource in order to be spent in order to gain one wealth.
Which is fine, but the question is, what is the left? Do you get anything for the leftmost reward?
And it says page 17, but page 17 doesn't have it. So there's a
But
slight.
when upgraded, it generates it and spends it for a wealth. Okay.
So it does nothing.
So yeah, right now it generates you a power. an
So it does.
energy.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Yeah,
get a
When you
power.
upgraded it,
Okay.
these two
generate
together
the
Yeah,
power,
give a
when the-
wealth.
And then you can spend that power for a wealth.
Because I think looking at it, none of these have wealth in them on their own. Because wealth is a wild, it's more powerful.
Yeah.
That's your starting one. You start.
Starting one does. Yeah, I don't know where that is in the rule book.
So when it's upgraded, you would get an energy, and you can spend that energy to
Correct.
get wealth.
Yes.
I guess.
So yeah. So if,
Yeah.
if its net gain will be
Right.
right now is one energy. When
Yep.
it's upgraded, it'll be one wealth and one victory point.
Yep. Okay. So this is.
Move your marker one along the red, which you can't do because it's
Yeah.
no one's built a mountain yet.
All right. Never mind. That was a
So
bad-
it's slight confusion
bad-
there. Apologies,
poor,
thanks for bearing
poor
with us.
choice. Okay. Now I move
Everything up to
everything up to.
Because you are
So
the.
bosh. So that
Yeah, that
upgrades.
moves up.
Bosh. That doesn't do anything. Bosh.
Yeah, because I think you technically trigger it, he just doesn't move.
So I didn't follow. You
I
did follow.
will, because I spent my two.
So all of
because
your cubes move one
the
space.
reason I waited was because this is upgraded. I get all of these.
Yeah.
So I get one VP plus one brick plus one wealth. Then these two activate, and I gain one manufactured good and one food. And then everything slides up one. So that clicks to there, that clicks to there, that clicks to there, which now upgrades this one as well.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I am going to move one space to here. And I'm going to spend one steam to go onto that space. Which means I can do the worker placement bit. So I'm going to place this worker here. Which gets me 3 steam. And then I'm going to exploit the underground. Which gets me a red worker. A pink worker. And it gets me a coal, which means that moves down to there, which gets me 3 steam. And I get to build. So when you build, you can spend 2 construction materials to build the middle layer, or 4 to build the outer layer, but you can only build the outer one if the middle one's already built, or you can spend 3 to do this restoration, or whatever it is. But it says in the rulebook, only do this when there is no other choice. Well, I only have 2 construction materials, and I don't have any wealth. So I take this, and I can basically build this in one of the districts. Now, what's the what bonus do I get for
So
building
when you
it?
place it, what you get to do is take one of these off.
Where's that printed?
So that is on the board itself. So this symbol.
Oh, it's
means
this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're basically building a sanctuary within that city section, so it clears off some of your yokai anger,
Yeah.
and when someone powers this up, they're going to gain that instead.
Angry yokai. Okay, so I don't really know. So I'm just going to put it here. Oh, yeah, we'll put it here.
Okay.
So the bonus for me building this district is I take one of these
Yep.
and I put it on there, which clears it up from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take the mountain one and put it there.
You also gain it when placing the hex, so you're going to gain the reward for placing it.
Again, which reward?
The reward at the
The
bottom.
conflict reward,
Yep, that's it. So you gain the conflict
which
reward.
means to move this cube up,
Yep.
which moves that to there.
Very nice.
Okay. That's it. I did all of these things.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Over to me. That ended up over there, didn't I? So I can move forward 2, or I spend 1 to move forward 3. I think I'm going to spend 1.
It says show their conflict side.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but
I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to move forward 3 districts, going 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go here because I cannot afford to go there to power up, even though I have the green worker, because that was the last of my steam. So I don't get to do this.
shouldn't Paul get a yellow worker? Do I get a yellow worker? Or
No,
should I get yellow?
you get yellow workers when you take these, not when you remove them.
Yes, when you remove them, it's a different bonus.
But I thought the great machine only moves if you use it. I thought not.
What's that?
The great machine. I thought the great machine only moves when you use it, not
Oh,
when you.
no, I think it does move, doesn't it?
Oh, so a
That's
question about the mega
That's
machine.
my recollection.
The mega machine
Yeah,
fair.
if the mega machine is in your district, you must move it one district counterclockwise.
Oh, was that okay? Once you're done, oh, my apologies. Counterclockwise, so it goes.
Here.
Clockwise.
So because I was in this district, whether I used it or not, it moves to here.
Okay. Yes, right.
Okay,
I
thank you.
thought I only used it. So back to my turn. I moved there without any cost, apart from the one to move further. Don't get to the factories. I now take a mountain. Must be a mountain, please. No, mountain. Yellow.
Oh, that's a mine or something.
Yeah,
That's an
something like
underground.
underground. It goes here, which gets me a yellow worker, if you'd be so kind. And one coal.
Oh, any workers move with it.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Any worker currently on the mega machine. Oh, currently on the mega machine.
That's
That's
there.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
One coal, moves that down, gets me 3 steam.
Mhm.
Okay, then I will take the power up
Okay, yeah.
action, and I will take the. I'll power up the more powerful one here.
So
So
electrify. Yeah.
electrify. Yeah.
Call that wealth.
1, 2. There, just throw money at the problem,
Mhm.
triggering this.
So you get a prestige,
which moves me
which gets you 2 luxury items.
to luxury items.
Then you gain.
This, which lets me move one of these up 1, which will be this one.
You receive the conflict rewards of the hexes placed there and any other printed icons in order from left to right. Okay, so you get the conflict reward for that one.
Yep, which I got, which is moving one of these.
But is that now gone?
Oh, yeah, because we're about to flip this over.
That has gone from the game,
And I get another prestige.
which moves you to there, which allows you to move
Yep, so
2 markers
that
up.
one will go to there,
Ooh.
upgrading that, and that one will allow me to move this one to here, scoring me 1V.
1 point.
This then
Rob's winning. He's got 2 points.
over.
Yes. Running away
So
with
this
it.
just makes this factory more powerful now, because when you go here, you can spend a green worker, because it links to this one, to gain a prestige and score your reputation.
And you can do
points.
that without
Or
doing that.
That's right.
Or you could do both.
Yep.
Right.
You can do either or both.
Okay.
And I think that is me for the power up.
Okay. So I'm a bit limited this turn, so we'll actually run out of steam.
I have a quick question about workers. Is the only way to get workers by removing one of these tiles?
Those work. Some of these have them as well.
Okay.
If you remember in the previous game, I had that one that had 2 workers on it.
I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
okay. Right.
Yeah. So some of the other, it was quite an advanced one.
But the main way seems to be removing these tiles.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's a
so
worker available from this city as well.
Ah.
So,
Oh, yes. Well, okay.
I'm limited to moving 1 or 2 districts. So I could go to here
We've no steam.
with no steam. Yeah, I can go here and go for the freebie
Mhm.
option, or here and again go for the freebie option. This would allow me to electrify something.
Mhm.
Seems to be working well for you guys. On the other hand, I need some coal, so let me go. Probably
The mountain will give you coal. Yes.
so I've got coal either way.
In fact, it's coal for the
Coal,
bottom 3.
coal all the way
Water
down.
from the river and coal
Yeah.
for the land. From the land.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, this allows me to do. Seems to me this. Right. So if I go here, I could spend 2.
No.
No.
Here, the action is to expand a district. This is the action for electrifying a district.
I expanded districts, putting another ring
Yeah.
thing out, which I could do. Options. No, we're going to go here.
Mhm.
The freebie. I have to
So you exploit the underground.
put the underground. Underground exploitation. Put this down here. Gives me a red.
Red worker and a
Put pink
coal.
worker. Coal gives me
3 steam.
3 steam. Hooray! Back in steam. And then I can do this thing, which
It's either 2,
oh yeah,
3, or 4 if you wanted to build
Interesting. Interesting. I think. What have I got? I've got blue and pink. I'll expand this district.
Yeah, there are always city options you can take, even if you haven't got any steam, because you can always go to the free factory locations.
How do I get food?
Right. Okay. So I'm going to spend 2 bricks. There's 1 brick and a wealth,
These production.
which lets you put a ring. So I spent. It has to be the inner ring.
Yep. Or the middle ring.
Middle ring, as it were. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little bit more limited, isn't it?
And I get some rewards for
You
doing
put a
that.
tile on there, and you get the conflict bonus of the tile that you've placed. Which
This
is
is
you move
moving
the worm truck 2 spaces.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll put that one on. It goes that way up,
Yep.
I believe. And I get to move the worm truck to
So
give me
you
an
gain a
energy,
power and gain a steam.
power and steam. And steam, power. Is that everything? Do I get prestige or is that
No, that's for the player who electrifies it.
electrifies it? Okay. All right. So I've done that.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
It was a city action, so that resets my production token. I think that's it.
Yes, that's right.
So, oh boy, yeah. So I'm going to move 2. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to spend 1 steam. I'm going to place the worker here, which means I can move 2 up on the water track. And then I'm going to exploit the forest, which goes on here, which gets me a green worker. Could I have a green worker, please, Arthur? And gets me some coal, which moves that round down there, and I get 3 steam.
Okay.
One with the most steam wins, yeah?
You see a lumberjack.
That's what I like. Yeah.
The green worker.
Let's go with that. Yeah. Right.
Yes, I'm trying this not running my factory business, and I don't think it's working at all well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have plans.
That was you. Is that your action there, Paul?
Hmm?
That your action just then?
That was my action. I did that. I did that. Oh, and I've got this.
Yeah, you do your
I've got the actual action.
Yeah,
So what was
actual
this? This is trading.
Yeah, Danny, you just spotted that one.
I was so excited
So
about
that
gaming
is going to
trading. So this is where you spend your luxury items.
Yep.
And I only have 3 of them, and I don't have any wealth.
So the maximum distance you can get is the third, up to the 3rd slot.
Yeah, but I have so much steam.
Yep. You could go for the most expensive.
Wow.
Yeah, you could spend 7 steam to go to the furthest one, which would do, or you could place your 3 luxury goods on there, which gets you one prestige movement.
Yeah.
You get to place and do an immediate trigger of your
Without losing it.
Yep, and also get 12 VPs.
And these are randomised as well.
Yep. And then the next time you do the electrification action, you can burn the flag to
Gosh.
get that. There's a lot of VPs there.
Gosh.
Game over.
Although that particular action is not that great.
It'll be great when that's up there because it'll be
It will.
VPs, but
It
right
will.
now it's only 2. You're not obliged to trigger it if you don't.
No.
want to, so you can wait till this is charged up a bit more.
Yeah,
There are many options available.
I am. Okay, let's spend 2. So I'm going to spend 2 luxury items and 5 steam to go here. So I get 6 points, and I get to place my flag here. So 6 points. So what this is saying is the next time I take a water tile, I can remove my flag to get these bonuses.
Yeah, which is to gain move you monk along one on the water track, gain a blue worker, and gain a food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gain a water tile by going here. Or here.
Yep, put those two there.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Now I'm
I'll
done.
jump 1 along to here. Do it for free because I haven't got pink workers anyway. So I then take a forest. Now I already have a forest, so I've overexploited the
So I'm
lumber.
seeing it. So you take forest, you
Take
can
a
put
forest.
it that side up.
Because it's my second, it flips over.
But
So
you
it's-
still
I
get
still
the-
gain the resources for taking it, which is
Okay.
a green worker and a coal, which puts me down on the track. But at the end of my turn, if I haven't resolved this,
Part of your factory is going to get
yeah,
destroyed.
the yokai are going to get very annoyed with me. But now I'm going to go and do the trading action. So I'm going to pick this first one because I've got a lot of manufactured goods.
So 1 steam.
I spend 1 steam, and I send my moth. Ship.
We're going to do all 5.
All 5.
So you get, so you get
So
6
the
points.
easy ones is 6 VPs, putting me on 8.
And then you place one of your flags here,
Yep.
and then you get to activate this without removing the flag.
That lets me move 3 of
3
these
markers
up.
up.
So that moves up, which gets me a VP. This moves up, which lets me remove any tile
Oh, so you can remove the forest one.
preventing the uprising,
Calm down, calm down.
which burns it off.
Yep.
And then, this now means when I next taking these actions, I can burn it to move it. Do it.
You've got a
3
third
again.
one as well.
And I've got a third one, which will be to move this one to here. So
Okay.
this one can now, if I want to, I can go to the mega machine and trade this in by spending 1 of each resource to gain 1 of the advanced
So
tiles.
at a certain point, when the cube reaches a particular space, it means that that invention can be used to contribute to this. Oof. Right.
Fun. And that was my citizen. And so at the end of my turn, I checked, but because I burnt that forest back,
Yeah,
or
they
cleared
all
it-
turned up,
Yeah.
and you went,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
It's
Okay,
all-
hey,
it's all fine.
We all talked around. We had a few drinks, had a quick laugh, talked around. We're all fine.
Yeah.
Yes, not reloading. Okay. Right, I'm going to do a production turn.
Okay.
So we move back to there. So I'm doing production turn. I look for pink and blue regional flips. So here I get 2 wealth, and I get 1 energy, and I get a VP. Is that what the cog is? VP.
Yeah.
Good
Good.
points, yeah.
Got 1 now.
I'm going to follow.
Then
Oh, no.
again, this gives
Oh,
me
no.
energy.
Oh, well.
You've
I'll
got
follow.
tons of steam, so yeah, you definitely will.
Nothing else is ticked, and this lets me move on the red track,
Which is now available.
which is
to
now
you.
available in Iron Green, so that's okay.
If you want to do your follow.
Then I
I
do.
will, because I get to do 1 of everything. So,
All of your markers move 2
2.
spaces.
So that's now eligible to be
Yep.
promoted into the
so
machine.
that gets me
That goes to there.
wealth plus
That upgrades and then gives me a VP
Gives you the points
plus VP.
from the tile.
from the side.
So,
That
so
gets me
so-
food. That gets me a VP, and that gets me a VP.
That goes
That
there.
gets
Is
me
there anything else at the end of the production?
That gets me a
Step.
move on this track, which gets me a power.
you move 1
Gets me a
pilgrim
VP.
for each
Yes.
building that you
So
activated.
I activated
That
3
one's
buildings.
triggered.
No, you activated
That
1
one's-
building.
1 building.
That gets me another VP.
Does it matter which one? We don't know.
For end game scoring, yes. But
Yeah.
in a learning game, not sure
Right,
with that.
we've got the water
worrying
track.
about
There's more
it.
room on there. And I know that it's bound to be down this end. So.
Mhm.
I believe that's me.
Okay, so this is any worker.
Yep.
Any worker will get a construction material.
That's right.
So this seems a good place to go. Yeah, let's go here. So I'm going to go here, and I am going to pay steam, and I am going to place this worker here to get myself some construction material. But then we're going to exploit. So I'm going to take a water. So 2 things happen here. I'm taking a water. It's my second one. So I gain a blue worker. I might have to just keep some workers off camera here. So I gain a blue worker, and I gain 2 water. At the end of my turn, this is going to flip over because they're annoyed with me. But I also take another one. So I'm going to take a mountain, which goes here, which gets me a yellow worker, and gets me a coal, which moves that back down to there, which gets me 3 steam. So I've done that. And now I get to do any action. Oh, but because I took a water, I can remove that flag to do this. So I move 1 space forward on that track. I gain another blue worker, and I gain a food. And the action I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 of these. I'm going to spend that 1 food and that 1 wealth as food to take these 2. Put them. Dons that building. And I believe that's my go done. You also have to take your flag off. Yes, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, that's my flag, and I haven't triggered it yet.
Yeah, I did. I took my flag off to do that. Yeah, we're good. I haven't produced yet. I'm experimenting. I've no idea. Never played the game before, but I had a cunning plan.
Okay, so I, because I'm very lacking in steam, I'm going to do one move to here, which lets me move for free. I must now take 2 tokens. I'm going to take a mountain, an underground, underground, which gets me a pink and a coal.
Yeah.
Which pushes me further down. Pink worker, please. And a blue worker whilst we're at it, just a sec time. Pink worker, I'm going to get a lot of workers, I need to start spending them.
You are limited to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My factory's full of guys, they're just playing cards and drinking tea.
Lazy.
I'll borrow that.
Lazy.
Have
Oh,
you
some yeah. The yokai are angry with me. Thank you.
Yeah. So because Paul, so that's now trashed that. So when Paul produces, he doesn't.
Which I was
move as
about to
fast.
do.
And I, what's he gonna do?
Stupid yokai. Who invited them
So I
anyway?
must now take a water tile because I've taken this action. So I take a water tile. That jumps onto here, which is also an angry. So I do get 2 water, which I'm following the up arrow twice, getting me 6 steam. Because I was running very low on steam there. And the blue worker, which I've already been given. So that's from taking the resources. I can now pick any one action to take. And the one action I'm going to take is to do the buying a research. So I'm triggering that one, which will trigger this. Choose to do that after I've picked the item, I believe. I don't have to do it straight away.
It says. If you activate the partnership of a city as part of your trade reward, create a partnership. Don't know where. Yeah, as long as you don't already have one.
Yeah, that's right.
So that will probably. I don't know where that's explained, but.
So the first action is I'm going to take from here. I'm going to take the most advanced one. Just taking the 1, so I spend 1, 2, 3 food, and I get to trigger the effects on it, which means I take 2 moves on my worm. 1, 2, which gets me 2 more steam. It gets me 2 bricks, and it gets me 3 VP. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to come down and live here. I will then trigger this ability. So because I've taken the invention ability, my flag comes off. I can now move 3 cubes.
It just says, for any city where you have your banner, whenever you fulfill the condition to the left, you may return your banner on that city to your supply
That's right.
to gain the reward shown on the right. It doesn't say before or after this.
Well,
And Danny says you can do it before or after. Thank you, Danny.
so I pop this one here, and I think I'm going to spend the 3 to go 1, 2, 3, and upgrade
Upgrades it. Nice.
So that was my turn. However, there's some sources of workers from this. The yokai, are very annoyed with me and are currently wrecking my ability to move. And
So I need to get rid of that.
once that's gone, at the end of the turn you're
It'll
going to
flip
check,
over.
it'll flip back.
But I'm trying to think how I can get rid of it. Yes, I know. Yeah, but I don't have the right resources.
It's fun, isn't it?
Okay, so let's talk about electrification. So I'm thinking of going here,
Mhm.
which will allow me to electrify.
Yep. Any one of the districts.
Yeah. Sadly, I haven't got any green workers, so that's quite poor in that respect. Now, what's a district? Is
Or
the
a tile, sorry. You
It's a
electrify
tile.
a
Yeah.
tile.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering. Whether so if I do this one,
Yeah, you can do that one.
do I get some benefit for that?
You
I?
do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So spend 3. Oh no,
2
that's
points.
later on, isn't it?
No, if you want to electrify, that's the cost.
That's the cost. Okay. So and I get 2
2 points.
VP. I get
The
that.
conflict bonus of that,
I
and you get a top hat.
prestige.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll also get. All right, fine. So I'll do that. So I'll move my magnate along to here.
You have to exploit the mountains.
Yeah, I do indeed. Mountain exploitation incoming. Which gives me a yellow worker and a coal. Coal moves that down, which gives me 3 steam. So that's done. Now do electrification. I want to electrify this one, so I spend 3 energy. 2, 3. Get 2 points. This goes away, I presume.
Yes.
And it was, which one was it? Sorry, it was
Mountains.
Yeah. Was it mountains?
Oh no, sorry, underground.
Underground. Okay. So I get two worm
Wormhook
bus
movements.
moves.
Which is a steam
Yeah.
and points based on your current reputation, which for you is 2.
So I get steam and 2 points.
Yep, that's
that
it.
was that.
So
So,
flip it over.
yeah. Right.
Very nice.
Okay, so
Oh, and then I'm no longer production locked.
yeah, I need to be getting rid of these tiles. But
Oh, do I move the worker, or is that?
what did you do?
I did a city action. Do you not move
Well, you exploited the mountains, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
So did you gain a coal and a yellow worker?
Yes. Do I not move one of the pilgrims in this situation as well?
No,
I'm
it's-
imagining.
No, that's when you
Yeah.
power.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what we were
Did you gain your prestige removing your top hat?
He did. Well,
If it was a point, 2 points.
Was it powering up this one? Did you move
Yeah.
did you move the worm bus by mistake?
Well, the worm bus did move for some reason.
You
The
powered-
worm bus went because it moved. Because
we
of
didn't
this.
do that,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
which
right.
moves there. Well spotted,
Two,
chat.
yeah.
So you get 2
Yeah.
luxury items.
2 luxury items. Okay, fine. 2 luxury. I'll find a use for that.
So I don't really want to go here. That's bad. Here, bad, because I can't build. Here, bad, because I can't power. Here, bad, because I can't. Oh no, I could trade. So technically, I could trade with one of these.
Yeah, but don't forget,
It's not.
you can actually produce and
It's
get
not
all the
very good.
resources you need.
I could produce, but this has flipped over. I'm trying to
It's
some.
still maximum produces everything. It's just you don't put your blocks on quite so fast.
It does, and I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to produce, so you guys can follow.
Yep, I will follow.
I am going to spend.
So I spend 3.
I am spending
so now I've got
6
3 districts.
because I'm going to power both of these buildings.
Because I have the same problem because mine's wrecked. I don't need to move my blocks on when I do this, but
2 wealth.
It's only the pink tick if you follow, isn't
no
it?
blue tick.
Oh, blue
The
tick.
pink tick is if you
Oh,
trigger
so
it.
all of those.
Yeah, that's why that's why I've been upgrading.
Glorious.
this.
I'll definitely do
So
that.
one of them, one of them,
2 steam.
one of them, one of them, 2 of them, one of them, one of those that gets me 2 points, and one
Sorry.
of them that gets me a point, and then a double worm movement which gets me there and there, which gets me 2 more points.
Yeah, I've got some stuff.
Power. 2 more. I've got to start spending my bricks, and 3 more points.
Okay, and then all of my markers move 1.
My workers don't move at all because the yokai are wrecking the place.
Right, my worm bus moves too. So this thing, I haven't really
That's
internalised what that is.
that. So whoever that is,
So
you
I get
that
2
many
VP,
points.
and then it moves the second time. I get a
And I moved
So
2
you get 2
pilgrims.
VP and 2 VP and a power.
and 2 VP.
So pilgrims. The forest track is based on how many of these you've got. The mountain track is how many progress markers are on the right hand side. The underground track is the points multiplied by your reputation. And the river track is based on these. I think I'm going to move up on the mountain track. Move to there. That's twice. So I produced, and I did all of my stuff, and I've moved my markers, and I've moved my pilgrims. So that's my go done. You'll go.
Fantastic.
If we follow, do we get to move the
Yep,
tokens?
it's whatever's printed on here.
So that's on the second one there. So I can't because mine have been wrecked, but you haven't angered the yokai, so you're okay.
Every
So-
invention that you
Used.
used.
Okay, so that one goes to there. That one upgrades. That one gives me 2 VP.
The points printed on the thing, yeah. Yeah, the iconography is actually pretty good in this game. Once you get used to it.
I will move forward 2 to here. Now I'm going to spend
1, 2.
2 steam to take the
Ah.
most advanced location, which strips off any workers in
Removes
the
the
way.
workers.
Then I can stick one of my blue workers down to get me 3 steam, so a net gain of 1.
Yeah.
But my workers are very full. Then I must take a cave, which gets me a pink worker. So underground, please, which gets me a pink worker. Control. Then now
they're angry with you as well.
they're angry, and if I don't clear them off in time, they're going to wreck my factory and I'll lose all my workers. So we don't want to get that sorted out.
Most of your workers, you mean?
Yeah, I'll lose four. I'll lose four of my six workers who are sitting there
A
drinking
small
tea,
price to pay.
drinking tea and reading the
out.
paper because they're on break.
You're presumably going to build them.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
doing a lot of interesting things now. So my build action, I'm going to build an advanced outer ring because I'm going to spend 4 of my bricks, which drops me down to here.
Here?
Now, I'm going to do it. I think we'll do it there. Yes, I'll do it on that one, please.
So you actually get to place 2 tiles on here.
So I'm going to place this one, which stops him from triggering the yokai getting annoyed with me, and I get to take the ability which is moving my worm on to the yellow one, please, which gets me
2 steam.
Again, to equal 1. Now I can either put in the water one, which gets me bonus, or I think I'm going to put in this one, which gets me a 1 cube movement, which lets me move this one to here, which now means this one can also
That's
be
eligible for this as well.
So that's going down there. Boom, boom. So that cleared those 2 off. I got the immediate bonus effects. That was it, yeah. Built that, exploited that, built that, that's dropped down, they're all maxed out. So at the end of my turn, the river yokai is still wrecking the place, but I managed to appease the underground yokai, so I'm not having to deal with them wrecking the place. And it's over to you.
Okay, so am I correct in believing if I have a pink worker, I can just put one there, so I could get some benefit out of that? Okay. Yeah, all right. So I will move my magnate 1 zone to here because I have to pay to place
Spend the steam to be able
worker.
to place a worker, yeah.
Some change. I then
Do that first.
so it has to be pink.
It has to be pink because it has to match the colour above.
Yep.
You get 2 points.
2 points, and any one
Pilgrim movement.
Yeah. Really don't know. Well, it's got there. Right.
And then you get to do this. So this.
Yeah. So exploit the
Exploit
forest. So that's
Have a green worker and some coal.
Yeah, if I get these ones angry,
This
it
flips over.
becomes 3 and 7. So I can still do it, but it's just a lot more expensive.
So here,
none of the yokai cause you can't do it anymore. It's just they're not as efficient.
Yeah.
so here going down, I presume I get nothing because it's
Correct.
Because you
Because you
go
currently have
there.
nothing.
Yeah.
You've now got a coal.
right. Have I done everything? No, because I can still do this. We should have
Great.
trading.
How many luxury items have you got? Many you want.
There's loads. I've got 3 actual luxury items.
Yeah.
So you can take it for red. I'll be doing 5. What's the hat?
Prestige.
Prestige would be on the hat track.
Hat track is. Yeah, hat track is good. On the other end, I think I'm going to want to do this soon. So I'm going to go here. So that costs us
1 steam. And how many luxury items are you spending?
5.
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So you get 6 points. You place a flag. And you then immediately get to resolve the flag without removing it.
That's moving 3 of them.
Three cubes move forward.
3 different cubes.
Could be the same one.
Could be the same.
Any
one.
3 cube movements.
Right, so we'll go 1.
Which lets you dispose of one of the hexes, but you don't get the reward for it.
Yeah. I'm going to want some more. Let's get rid of the water. So that was 1. 2, so that's now eligible. And 3, that's 2 points.
1 point.
1 point? I thought it was. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
whatever
sorry,
the
yeah,
invention
it's whatever
is.
the thing is. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Right. Is
All
that-
done?
I think so.
Okay, I had a plan. Let's hope I've not forgotten what the plan was. It was to go here. So I'm going to move 1, 2, and I do have a blue worker, but I can't go there because somebody's already there, so I just go here. I'm going to exploit the underground.
Yeah, which which, yep, they're annoyed.
So I have some coal, which moves to there, which gets me 3 steam. And I get one of these pinky workers. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build. And I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 bricks and a wealth to build this. And there's only one place it can go, and that's here. And I get to place that tile and that tile on here. Which means I get the conflict bonuses for
Yep, so that's moving
that
one,
and
your
that. So I
blue
move
along,
that one up that track.
and your worm twice.
My worm twice. So that gets me reputation, which is 2 points, 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the end of my turn, I have appeased the yokai.
So they're no longer
So they
wrecking the
are
place.
no longer wrecking my place.
Okay.
And I believe that's my turn done.
Yep. So I am going to jump along to here, spending 1 to let me activate the factory.
Okay, so you've got 2 green workers, so you could go on any 2
Yep.
of those 3 spaces.
So let's see. I want to stop
You don't know what that is.
clearing some things off. That is place a flag on an unoccupied city.
Oh, just put a flag down.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just it's not got the arrow on.
Yeah, because it's dropping at random, whereas it means the one above.
Oh, okay, right.
So I'm going to put this one here, which lets me take a prestige
1
move,
prestige.
which moves me to there, which means
Any 1 pilgrim movement.
any 1 pilgrim movement, which will be the river marker, please. Keep shaking me that way. Yellow.
Yellow on the river.
Thank you. Yellow on the river.
And
Then my second one will be to place this one here.
you also get that.
Oh, sorry, the prestige. Oh, yes, which is 2
2
points.
points.
That's for me. 1, 2. And then I'll drop this one down. I think I'm going to drop this one here because I want to start clearing off things. I'm going to clear him off. So that means that I will appease him at the end of the turn. But it's not a conflict one, so I don't get the bonus for doing it. With that done, I will then take the underground mountain, please. Mountain.
I did a city actually, didn't I?
Yes, so yes, your rules resets, which gets me a coal and a yellow worker, please. Thank you. Go on back, boys. And then, so that was done. Done this. I'm now going to power up. So I am going to power up this one. A whole heap of power. So that's
So 4,
1, 2,
2, and
3,
3.
4. Wait a minute, bottom.
So you get to do all of this.
Yep, so I move up 1 each on the yellow and the red. I trigger my red bonus, which lets me move the twice. 1, 2. So that's
4 points.
4 more points for me, please. Could you move to 34?
And that.
Yep, which is the yellow one, isn't it? Just move a cube, which I'll move that cube to here, getting me 3 VPs, please.
And then double prestige.
Moves my hat along twice. 1, 2. So the first one lets me burn a hex. It's going to be burning the second river. Then that other one lets me move my reputation marker up.
Yeah.
So that's to boost that.
And place a flag.
Place a flag. And the flag I'm going to place will be. That's when I produce, isn't it? I produce. Actually, I'm going to drop one of my flags down on this. So when I produce, I can move one of my monks up 3 points up
Yeah,
the same
on the same track.
up the same track.
Right.
That's my 2 for that one because I moved that one up and I placed the flag, which then flips over. I think at the end of my turn, the river yokai have been appeased, and that flips back over.
So if you donate an invention to the mega machine,
None of us have done this yet.
no, but I have the
You
option
have
to do
to
it this turn, I
be
think.
here or
Yeah.
here to do it,
Yeah,
I
I
believe.
think I've got the option to do it this turn. What happens to the cubes that are on?
I think they stay.
They stay as they are. So I won't lose anything by
Yeah.
doing that. And basically, you're substituting out these for the
You swap that for one of
yeah,
these,
and that was worth loads of
but
victory.
you also get the immediate benefit shown.
So that looks like it
On the
might be
space.
quite good.
But
Okay.
it does cost you one of everything and one wealth.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine.
So you can't
you
actually
said
do
that.
it. Oh,
No,
you
no,
can.
I've got loads of
You
wealth.
can just do it.
But it would spend loads and loads of stuff. Maybe I should hold off doing it one turn. The alternative would be just to go here. Right, so I'm on this segment. So we're 1, 2. Come in here.
Yeah, where do
I
you want
need
to go?
to clear down the
So 2 steam.
yellow worker.
Get rid of that.
And then which one do I do at this side
You do this
first? So I place a
factory first. So you place that on.
yellow worker.
To get your 3 worm truck movements.
3 worm trap.
Steam, and prestige. Sorry, not prestige. Reputation score.
Steam, and 2
2
points.
points. Yep.
Steam, and 2 points.
So that's that done.
That's that.
And then you do this.
And I'll do that. So I get a blue.
You exploit the river.
Damn you!
Gets you 2 water and a blue worker.
So this is in the direction of flow for the first
3
one.
steam for the first one.
Nothing for
Nothing
the
for the second
second. Steam and blue worker. I've got 2 blue workers now. And then I can do this thing.
Or this.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so I still could do that.
You could do it. It would cost you all of your wealth.
Yeah. I think I need to do another production run before.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. So this one.
Yeah.
And
One
I have
or
a
2
flag,
of these
I have a
things.
flag here, so that's sort of tempting me to do this.
Where's he saying when you have the technology tiles, if you mean the inventions that have the arrow and they haven't been upgraded, do you get the resources? Yes, yeah, we discovered that. We talked about that earlier on.
Yep.
So, for example, Arthur's one here, he will get the energy for it, but now that it's been upgraded, he will get the energy and can then spend the energy to get a wealth.
All right, so this is all costing lots of food,
Yeah.
which I've not particularly got. So I'll take them into. So I can take 1 or 2 of these. I recollect.
Yes, if you take 1, you get all the benefits.
Which could be 2 workers.
You could, if you had 3 food, which you
Must
kind of do.
Sort of have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 1. So I'll spend 3 food,
With this,
otherwise known as eat cold.
so you get 1 wealth,
I get 1 wealth.
2 green workers, and however many points it says on it.
3.
3. Where's it going to go?
So presumably I can't overwrite one that I've got. So
Don't
it's going to go
believe
on one
so.
of these other spaces.
Yeah, it's to go onto the bottom available slot of a building of your choice.
So it's basically here or here. Is there much to choose between the 2? Yes, sort of.
Yeah, well, left one's cheaper, but the right hand one it will upgrade sooner.
I think I'll go cheap. Is that everything done? I think.
You can now burn your flag.
Yeah,
to-
burn the flag.
Because you did that,
Yeah.
so you can now get three track
3
movements.
track movements, which could be on this one. 1, 2, 3 upgrades. Okay.
Yeah, well, got lots of options here. Lots and lots of options. It's interesting that using the workers isn't an essential part of the game. It's just kind of a nice bonus if you can do it.
Well, I got 3 because it looked like I might at some point need 3.
Yeah.
I think particularly as the city gets upgraded, and you can throw a load of them to get a load of for one action, get lots of
Yeah.
bonuses.
Well, I'm going to go here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go to the I can't place any workers space.
Mhm.
So we're going to exploit the mountains, which gets me
A yellow worker.
a yellow worker and a coal.
Yep. Don't forget the mega machine moves on one.
Oh, forgot to move the mega machine. Thank you.
Because I went there. Yeah.
Because you were in that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to electrify. So I'm going to spend. Now I know what I need to do. He says. Yes. I just need a prestige. All of them are a prestige. Okay, well, let's let's spend 2. Spend 2 power to electrify this. Now, if you electrify it, does the worker go, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it clears the boards for
The worker goes. So I get 1 water and a prestige. So I'll get a water, which gets me 3 steam. And a prestige, which moves that to there, which gets me 2 track movements. So I'm going to move that one to there, which upgrades that. And also that one to there, which makes that eligible. Okay, so I did that, and that flips over.
Presumably there's no benefit to overproducing workers.
Well, just burn, so no.
So I did that, and then at the end of my turn, they're angry.
It's only a worker. Okay. It's not even my work.
Yeah, get into the industrial mindset, you know.
Yeah.
Exploit the workers.
There's always more of them, yeah.
You'll go.
Right, I'm going to jump on 1, 2 to that newly upgraded area. And I'll go to the placing workers section. For
So it
one.
costs you 1
So
steam.
I pay 1 steam.
Place
So
any 1 worker.
I am going to place. Actually, I'm going to end up placing 2 workers because I'm using the Mega Machine ability, which I believe has a worker space on it. But first things first.
You do this first.
That one's going there.
Okay, so that goes in there. You get your
Give me a brick.
reputation in terms of
And
points,
just 3 more points, please. Thank you. 2, 3.
and then you exploit 2
So
pieces of land.
yep, I will exploit 1 mountain, please, which gets me a coal
A mountain and a water.
and a yellow and a blue. Coal, yellow, and a blue.
Now
So that goes to there, which is going over to the bad side.
you're going to do the Mega Machine. So we've not seen this yet.
Yep. So my water's going here. That gets me 2 water, which then gets me 6 steam.
But if the Mega Machine is in your district, it gives you a couple of interesting options. The workshop space is here. So this workshop will change from game to game depending on the Mega Machine in play. It is only available for you to send your workers to if the Mega Machine is in your district, and the worker you send must match the colour of the district. Okay, so it's an extra spot.
Yep,
So you do it at
is
this
there.
point.
So so I had 2 yellow workers, so I had enough to do this. So I'd
Yeah.
also send him to there,
Okay.
which gets me reputation.
It's another 5
and
points.
Another 5 points for me, please.
5 points for yellow. And if any of these circular tiles had gone on
I've
here,
got the bonus
you
as
would
well.
get them as well. Right.
So,
And then also when placing a worker, and then instead of using the action in the district, you can use the Mega Machine. And is that what you're going to do?
yes.
See next page. So the special action lets you donate 1 of your inventions to the Mega Machine that the Daitoshi Town Hall is funding. It will reward you with a university invention that you will be able to use for the rest of the game and some immediate rewards. So this action is only available if your magnate is in the Town Hall district by using the wild action, or the same district as the Mega Machine. Okay, so from this action, you can do this wherever this is.
Yeah.
It just so happens
It happens to be there as
it
well.
is
So
here.
it's a doubly being done.
In the second case, this action can be performed instead of the action for that district. You must spend 1 of each type of resource and 1 wealth.
Yep. So we spend 1 food, 1 wealth instead of a power.
Yeah.
1 brick, 1 fancy goods, and another wealth.
Right? And you donate 1 of your
I'm
Mega
donating.
Machine ready
That's
inventions
this one here because it's Mega Machines.
to the Mega Machine. Any invention with this icon will not yet. If you have no inventions, you can't do it. Take the Mega Machine ready invention from your factory and place it face down on any empty space of the Mega Machine board.
So I'll stick it here, which gets me
So
10
you get
VPs,
10 VP immediately.
plus my worm goes 5,
5,
which lets me go.
not
so,
quite all the way around.
I think it's all around actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, full.
It's all the way around.
So it gets me 1 power,
Yeah. 2 steam,
2 steam,
6 points.
6 more points, please.
And then this goes, and you get 1 pilgrim movement of any
I'll
type.
move that up the mountain track, please.
Okay,
Then that covers up that one.
and that's covered up that, which means
unlocked
that
here.
gets unlocked.
So the next
and goes
person to go there with their worker gets 2 VPs plus their reputation,
Yeah.
plus moving one of the programs along.
and that's it. So you've now got
I now take one of them,
this, which goes in place of
which goes in there instead, maintaining
where it
the
was.
upgrades.
And that's awesome. That's a really good tile.
Yeah, because that's every time it triggers now, it's 3 moves on the worm, 4 VPs, and a
Yeah.
manufactured good.
So let's just check the chat. And a brick, Rob didn't get it. Did Rob not get the
No,
brick?
I'm pretty sure I took my brick.
For here,
Yeah. I
Okay.
moved that up. And then I spent it when I spent all of them. So
they can be of different colours on this district.
So I didn't have to spend the yellow worker there.
Oh, can
going
it be?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's got the up arrow, but I was going to spend the yellow one.
Yeah, I thought the up
it,
arrow.
I thought it had to be the same
But,
colour.
Danny says it's.
Danny says, yeah, the worker with space with the up arrow says place a worker of the colour shown in the inner district. I mean, Danny's the designer of the game, but the iconography there is clear. It does have an up arrow. Let's see what the rulebook says. Rulebook says, the worker you send must match the colour of the district. But that district is wild.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was when you placed the worker.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I thought because I thought the rule said that when you first place a colour in there, that locks the colour.
Yeah, I
until it's
thought that
cleared.
even for a while I thought it did that.
Yeah.
So each district can only hire one type of worker, with the exception of the town hall, where any worker can be hired. Each district starts with one workshop. So when placing workers, make sure they match the district's colour. Okay, so yeah, it can be read both ways. The arrow up there means it has to be that. The arrow up here means it has to be that. In other words, it's still grey.
Okay.
So it's not this that it's matching, it's that.
Okay. Apologies. I thought it was
But it could be read both ways.
That's fine.
And the point is, once you've put the worker on the space, you can't actually see that it's grey. But yeah, thank you for that.
No problem.
So the up arrow in the town hall means it can be any worker.
Yep, I got that. That's all sorted. End of my turn. The mountain yokai are kicking off, so they're trying to wreck my factories.
Rabble.
It'll cost more steam for me to activate these on my turn.
Yeah. Big turn.
Mm-hmm.
Big turn. And just as a reminder, the game ends when?
So with the game ends, every one of the hex tracks,
So
second to last tile has got a little white arrow.
As soon as that's revealed.
As soon as any one of those four reveals it.
Yeah. Finish the
then-
round and one more round.
So it went 4 more mountains come out, 7 more forests, 6 more underground,
Okay.
or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more rivers come out. The game ends.
And you might not be able to see this on the camera, but
Well, game end is triggered.
yes,
Yeah, game
on
is
these
true,
3 tracks, the underground, the mountain, and the forest, the tiles are double stacked at the end.
Yep.
And you use a certain number of tiles depending on the number of players in the game.
So the mountain looks most favourable for winning the game. There's only 4 would have to get.
Yeah, because I've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
Stop it.
All right. It is, I believe.
Well,
my
you
go.
know, I want the game to end because I mean I'm winning. You know, lowest score.
Well, I
wins,
think
rules.
between us we have less points than he has.
Well, yeah. Again,
By about-
welcome to playing games with Rob.
Yeah,
by about
right.
25 to 30%, I think. Anyway, yeah,
Only that. I'm clearly getting the
I
update.
will do a production turn. So we move here at show. I'm doing production.
Oh.
Jake, if we use those rules, after I reach out the house at the start.
So I
Okay, all blue,
could spend
all
7
pink.
if I wanted to. I mean, I do have it, but
So 2
Oh, you reducing? Did you say?
I am,
it
yeah.
is.
1
I'm very tempted.
victory
I'm,
points.
I'm definitely doing it because I'm going to get a frankly ridiculous amount here. So.
Did I pay
Yeah.
my Steam for that?
I don't know.
Not
I'm
sure.
paying 7.
And don't forget, you can use your grant to produce for free on a turn if you need
I
to.
don't think I've paid the
Oh yes, I had forgotten about that. We have a government grant.
So I don't think I paid the Steam. So I'm paying Steam to operate 2 buildings.
That's fine. I'll pay the 7 Steam.
then we
I
get
could pay this as well.
Energy.
That's 9.
Oh, which I can then spend to get
Sure.
a wealth.
I will spend 5.
Do everything.
I'm just going to.
Victory points. And
Just the blue ticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, which for me is a lot. So, 2 of those. 1 wealth, 3 bricks, and 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it like? 9 VPs, please.
9.
9.
Nine.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 6 worm movements. So that loops me round and again. So that's 2 power, 2 steam, and another 6 VPs, please.
Right, so this one is the
Movement on that track.
On that one, okay.
Yep.
So I am green, so we get 1 movement on there,
And then all of my markers move 1.
and then I'm operating this building, so I get 2,
Yeah, because you're the trigger, so you get it twice.
and I get 2 green workers, which I can only take 1, and I get 3 points. then I get to. What does that one? What's that symbol mean? I get to move.
1 pilgrim for each building you
So I
activated.
activate 2 buildings.
So you get to move 2
I can
pilgrims.
choose.
Yep. It's grey, so any of them.
Yeah, all right. So we'll go here and here. And I get to move
All of your markers move 2 spaces.
2 spaces.
That bit at the bottom is if you're following.
Oh yeah, so I'm looking at that. Okay.
That's all.
So all the buildings activate. Okay, so this is already at the end, so presumably nothing
I
happens.
believe it doesn't move any further. Yeah.
This one is now qualified. This one gets me 4 points because I moved it twice.
Yep. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. And this one just does that. Okay. And then we do that. I think I'm done.
Well, indeed. What am I going to do? Did have loads of steam. Don't have loads of steam.
Moved on because I triggered it.
It
should be there.
Because you were in that sector, so it moves to here. Yeah. So I'm here. So I could go here, but that's a bit rubbish. How many bricks have I got? Go here, that's bad. Here, don't have any food, so that's not great. Go here, build, but I've only got 1 brick. Yeah. These are the simple ones. Simple ones are not that great, are they?
Yeah, they chick away, but they're not.
Tricksy. I mean, the thing I do have the most of is energy, but I've already used this, so if I really wanted to, I could spend 3 steam and go all the way around and land here. But I don't think I want to do that. I also don't really want to take 2 more of these.
Yeah, that's the tricky one because it's
Because the yokai are just going to absolutely wreck this place. And then getting rid of them is quite tricky. The only real way to get rid of them is to
sort of slow burn them off. Yeah.
build something and put them on, or trigger this, which is quite hard to do. Top hats, not that easy to come by. Although you do get top hats by energizing, which is the only thing that I've got. So
you just want to get the more city dishes out first, so you can get the more powerful energize. Actually,
yeah, I think I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna go here. No, I'm gonna go here. Yeah, because that is spend 1 steam.
Place your pink worker.
To place that on there.
It's your 3 steam.
To get 3 steam. Right.
Right.
Then we're doing this, unfortunately. Right. Uh-oh. So I get a green worker and I get a coal. And then they're going to be really angry, which is this at the end of the turn. Yeah, it's going to be that at the end of the turn. Just put that as a reminder. But then instead of doing that, I'm going to do this. Because I have an invention which is eligible. And I have 1 food, 1 power, 1 brick, 1 luxury item, and a wealth. Just about have enough. In fact, both of these are eligible. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to move this one off. So this goes on here. They're all the same, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go here. So I get a pilgrim movement on any track, and I get to do 5 worm truck movements, and I get that in place of that, which is all the way around, isn't it? So it's 2 steam, 4 points, and an energy.
Yeah.
Oops. I think it was on 0.
Top one's giving you 5 PP. Top ones give you 5 PP. Top ones what?
Top ones of what?
What was the context?
And then at the end of my turn, that flips over. Danny's saying the top ones give you 5 VP. Not sure what you mean by the top ones.
It's based on the Mega Machine. Oh, these two here also give you 5 VPs.
Oh, sorry, yes. Thank you. I thought they were all the same. I need new glasses.
Yeah.
You're too close. Then.
That's 10.
That's 10.
They're
that's 2 and
5. Okay.
And technically, in the 4-player game, there's a third one of them, so that they go down in power.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. He's looking out for me.
Right. I'm going to do.
And then because I did that, that moves there.
Yeah.
And then they are angry with me, and these are still angry with me. Right, got it.
I'm going to do a production turn because this is going to be fun. So I'm going to spend 5 steam because they're still narked with me, but not quite enough to stop me.
I'm using my government grant
Good
to
timing.
activate.
Nice.
So
So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to get 1, 2 pocket watches. 1, 2, 2 wealth. 2 pocket watches, 2 wealth. And 1, 2, 3. So my bricks max out. I'm really going to do some more building. Then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 VPs, please.
hang on. Do my thing.
I'm going to follow costs. Steam.
So that should be 1 further down. He
Oh,
scores.
Should it? Okay,
yes,
thank you.
Giving me 1 of those. And advancing that 1, which gives me 3 VP.
Can I have mine? Sorry.
What are you waiting for?
Almost done.
Web water condition.
Done. 9 points.
9 points for me.
He doesn't need it really.
And then, this is the fun one, my worms trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 2 steam. 3, 4, 6 VPs, please. 5, 1 power. 6, 7, 2 more steam. 8, 3 more VPs.
I've just moved all of my cubes up 1 space.
Then I'll move 2 pilgrims. Can I have 2 pilgrims along the forest track, please? Because that one, that factory and that factory both activated. So that's 2 along there. And then that gets me 3 VPs, 4 VPs, 8 VPs. 8 more VPs, please.
Okay.
That flips over to 100.
102.
That's now blocked. Over to you.
Right, okay, so I am
Oh,
going
sorry, pause. So I activated this, which means I'll bring it off to move one of my monks up 3. I'll move the forest one up to there. Thank you very much.
Right, now you're done.
Now I'm done.
to my green. So we'll move 1, 2. We're going to go into the clear off zone.
2 steam to clear the workers.
Now the order is place workers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Then put 3 green down.
1, 2, 3. Can these go in any order?
I believe
I'm
so.
not sure it matters. I'm going to remove this one.
Yeah, without
I get
getting
nothing
it.
from
Nope.
that, I don't think.
Remove it.
Yeah. I get a hat. Where's my hat?
Clean the mega machine worker. We should have cleaned that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, this one.
Does that reset every
Oh,
time?
because it's here. Because you're clearing the workers in this.
Yeah,
So-
of course. Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is that. So it moves on 1. I get 2 cube moves.
Yeah, so instead of putting one of those down, oh, you've got a green, so you can put it here as well. You can do this as well.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, because I get you 2 VPs plus your reputation plus moving any marker on.
Yeah. Right. So which one have you done? You've done that one.
I've done that one. I've just moved the hat, which gives me 2 cube movement,
Yeah.
I think. So I've got to choose the cubes. This one's maxed. This one's not maxed. Yeah, go on. So that'll give me
2 points.
2 points. Okay.
So you've done that.
So I've done that.
This is 2 points.
2 more points. Then we're doing this, which is a red and a
Pilgrim up on the underground.
on the underground
Pilgrim along the mountain.
mountain.
And place a flag on a city where you don't currently have a partnership.
I'm quite poor on Steam, so
Go for the town next door.
And then this.
yeah.
So that's 2 points. That's another 2 points.
So 4.
And then this is advance 1 pilgrim up any one track.
Could be that one. Could be that one.
Okay. Wow.
Now
So now you do
have
this.
to do this. Forest. Sorry, mountain.
Gets you a
So
yellow
coal.
worker and a coal.
Coal.
Which generates you 3 steam.
steam. I guess what you need.
And then you can either do that or you can do the mega machine.
Okay, well, I think I want to do the mega machine because the
Okay.
points seem to be fast vanishing.
So 1 of each resource plus 1 wealth.
Right, so 1,
1 of those and 4 wealth.
2, 3, 4. Yes.
Right. Take a mega machine ready invention.
And it doesn't matter which one, does it? I'm happy to
Not
do
really. It's just which one do you not want to lose the
Yeah.
most?
Cheapest one, I guess.
This one is one that's
Yeah.
the least for me, I think.
Yeah.
So this one goes away.
Where do
well,
it's over
the next
there.
part, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you get 5 points.
5 more points.
1 up on any pilgrim track.
Let's have the water.
And your
bus goes
truck
round.
does a full circuit.
Full
So it's
loop.
2 steam, 4 points, and an energy.
2 steam. 1 energy.
That has now made this more powerful.
4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is that everything?
And then you swap out,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then you get that in place.
And it presumably goes in the.
Goes in exactly where
Yeah,
the
so
old
it's,
one
it's
was.
already upgraded.
It's already upgraded. Okay.
And then this moves to this district.
Yeah. Nice. That felt good.
Well done.
Because I think normally when it's upright on a normal board, it would be facing the right way. But because we're laying it flat, you can see it. It's flying backwards.
It's flying backwards. Well, we can do it that way. Yeah, that works.
Well, that's why it's not it's stuck in reverse.
Yeah. So I had a plan. I think.
Then I spoke and it's ruined everything.
What was I doing? Forgotten. It wasn't to stay there. Was it here? No. I think it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. So it's going to cost me a steam to go 1 extra space. And I'm not doing any work and nonsense. So I'm just going to exploit the underground, which goes here, which gets me a red worker and a coal. Oh, now this is going to be bad.
Yes. Oh no, because when you build, while you're building.
Yeah, I was going to do Mega Machine, but I'm not. I'm going to build. So I've taken that. Did I get the coal?
You know, you were looking at it.
I don't think I got the
No,
coal.
because
Then you said, "Oh, this is going to be bad."
Okay, so got the coal, got the red worker,
And you froze like a deer.
and then I was gonna do this, but I'm now not gonna do this. I'm gonna build instead, spending 2 brick for this, which will go here. And when I build it, I'm going to put that on there. And I get the conflict bonus,
Yep, which is wormy twice.
which is wormy twice. So that goes there, which is 1 power steam. And that's it, I think. That's what I get when I build. So then at the end of my turn, that is still flipped over. Yeah,
Yeah, these they didn't catch all your workers. Mega
Yes.
Machine flies on.
Mega Machine flies on because I was in that sector.
I will move 1 space to the next sector, and I will pay 2 steam to purge the workers, which includes from the mega project. I will then drop a yellow worker down.
So that has to be yellow.
Yeah,
because that matches the colour
so
of
it's
that.
either 3 wormies or 3 wormies in the air. So it's obviously it's going to be that one. So he goes in.
So it's 5 points.
5 points. 5 points straight.
Over
So
there.
back to me. Yep,
3 worm movements.
which is another 3 points.
A power and a steam.
Power, steam.
And 1 pilgrim movement.
Who will move along the underground, please?
Right. And then you exploit the water.
1 second. No, not the underground, the mountains, please. Other one. Thank you. Then I have to exploit the water, which means they're getting narky with me. But that does give me 3 steam and another blue worker, please.
And then this.
Nope.
You're not going to do it? We're
Make
going
a
to do this
project.
instead.
So, food, power, brick, luxury good, wealth.
Mhm.
I'm going to trade in this one for that one because it's the same, just better.
Yeah.
He'll go on there.
So 1 pilgrim movement.
Which will be mark on the mountain track, please.
And then all the way around here, which
Yep.
is 6 points, 2 steam, and a power.
6 points, 2 steam, and a power. Thank you. 6 points, 2 steam, and a power. That's that one switched out and that one switched out. I think that's it. And then they trash my factory again. And that resets. Mega Machine moves on 1. I think I'm done.
All right, I'm not sure this is a good idea, but I'm going to do production. I'll spend 3 for production. Separate both my buildings. So I will get 2 wealth, 1 energy. What happens if you
I'm
one
going
of
to
the
spend 6.
1 3 goods,
So 16.
4 VP, 3 bus movements, steam,
2 VP.
2 VP. One. No, I can't. So that means that doesn't happen, I guess. And 2 bus, 2 VP energy, and 2 points.
Oh, sorry, you're producing.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
And another 2 luxury goods.
But yeah, it's going to be 25 steam. to do that.
2 more green workers. And 3 points.
So, 2 luxury goods.
And then I can move
3 brick.
everything to
12
spaces.
8.
It'll be 3 VP. And that's it.
I need 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 9, 12. Plus 3 steam and a power. 12 more VPs, please. 40. 3 steam. And a power.
So you produced, we both followed.
Yep. I don't get any progress on my cubes because they're trashing me.
Right.
I paid my 5 cash to do that because they're costing me more.
Okay. Right. What am I going to do? I've got loads of power. I've also got a green worker. I could go. Oh no, I can't go there. Somebody's already there. So I can't go on that particular space. Could go here.
But you can still go there, just you can't get the work.
I can't get the worker benefit, which is
Yeah. Is it then worth it?
yeah, okay. I kind of want to go here, but I don't want to go all the way around. So yeah, top hat stuff is important.
Yeah, so realizing what it can do is quite vicious.
No, I think I'm just going to go here. So I'm just going to go here. It's not going to cost me any steam. I don't get to place a worker. I do get to take this. Bad. So that's coal.
Mm-hmm.
And a yellow worker, which I can't have.
Yep.
So I just don't have it. But then I'm going to energize. So I mean, I've got loads. So let's use 4 of it. Let's turn the lights on here. So I move up on the forest track. I move up on the water track. I gain the conflict bonuses of these. So that's 2
worms, which is 2 steam.
2 steam.
You can sort the workers out if you want, Paul, when you took the
Um,
yellow. So it doesn't because the 2 yellow ones, they're the least
Yeah,
developed.
no, we're okay. But thank you for that. This is movement up on that track. Okay. And then I get 2 prestige. Huzzah! So move up on any track and remove a tile, but no benefit. So I'm going to remove that tile for no benefit. But I get to move up on any one pilgrim track. I'm going to move up on that one, I think. Although I desperately need to clear these. Really do. Really do. So what did I do? I energized that, and that's that done, isn't it?
Just makes that more powerful now.
Yeah.
All done, Paul.
I am all done,
I'll
I
jump on to
believe.
the next one, paying 2 steam to burn the blue worker who's in my way. Then I will drop 2 blue workers. So one gets me 3 steam and burn something off.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn off this hex. 3 steam. Then I take a underground, please. A pink worker and a coal, which gets me 3 more steam. And then, yep, thank you, pink worker. Then I am going to build, and I'm going to pay 4 bricks because I've got a ridiculous amount of brick production.
You take that, you're doing this.
Yep, doing that.
So 4 bricks for the big one.
Which
Where's
is
it going?
There. Yeah, one place it can. And I drop 2 of these down. So let's drop the forest out the way. And let's drop the river down. So that gets me 1 movement on the blue track and 1 food. 1 pilgrim on the blue track, please. My yellow. Thank you. 1 food, and these can both live there. So that's that one built. That's that one built. Then I'm no longer annoying the river yokai. I am still annoying the mountain yokai. And I think that resets, and I think that was my turn.
Yes. Okay, so where am I? I am here. You can go here and trade. I haven't got any pink workers, so it's not terribly attractive. Go here. I've got a yellow worker. And this will make these chaps
Take 2 tiles.
2 tiles. Painful. Yeah, okay, I think. Yeah, I'm not straight at 2 tile territory before, but now's maybe the time. So we clunk columns are here. We, I guess, want to clear that guy.
So 2 steam.
2 steam.
Here's that one. And this one.
Oh, yeah.
So you can place any worker there and any worker here.
Don't have to be the same colour.
That matches this, which is
any
grey.
colour,
So that can be grey, that can be grey.
Okay, well, blue and blue.
So you get your reputation times 2 plus 2. So you get 6 points.
6 points, okay.
You get 3 worm truck movements, which is
Steam,
2 steam and another 2 points.
2 steam. Very handy.
You get that,
One brick.
and you also get to move one pilgrim up one track.
He's taking his reputation twice. Because it's one.
Once from there and
Well,
once from
that's
there,
fine, yeah,
and then from here.
Yeah,
So you ended up getting 6 points in total. Plus the 2, so it was 8. I think it was 8.
Right, so we're going up random track.
Okay.
Um,
And then
I have
do the exploiting.
right. So I want to pick this. Hold on, the water first. I think I want to go up and then go down, don't I? So I'll take the water. I'll push it up to there, and then I'll take underground. Okay, so we'll do the water.
Yep.
That goes angry side up.
2 water.
2 water.
And a blue worker.
Splash gives me nothing. Blue worker. And then I'll take this one, which gives me a coal. Therefore 3 steam. And a red worker. Is there anything else going on? Or is that it?
And now you can do
No
any
results.
action, or you can use the.
Oh yeah. Something off one. Right. So if I do the mega machine again, I'll be swapping out one of my things for potentially large victory point generating Ujima flip and lots of.
I think there's one too many of these.
The alternative will be to take any action. So I electrify. I've actually got a stack.
You have a lot of power.
Stack.
What do you want? This one?
So if I did that one,
Mhm.
what's the benefit? I get the
You get the conflict bonus for both of those.
and that's blue and
Green.
red. Blue and green.
Green.
Blue and green. So I get a worker.
Yeah.
No, you
Blue pilgrim movement.
Blue pilgrim movement
And
and a food plus two prestige plus 3 victory points.
Yeah. All right. Yep. We'll do that. So I spend 4
You spend
energy.
4 power. You get 3 immediate points. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You get the
Green.
Green Tile Forest conflict bonus,
which is
a food. You get the river conflict bonus, which is you move upon the river track with your pilgrim. And you get 2 prestige, which allows you to move to there and then there. So you get 1 track movement. Any pilgrim.
Track, any pilgrim.
And you get to remove 1 of your
Which
tiles
funny enough,
without a benefit.
will be that one.
The
Lovely.
lights are now on.
Cool.
All done?
And the Meg machine moves on.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Will we finish the city? I don't think so.
Well, I did have a plan. I think that plan
I
has
blew it up, didn't
changed. So what I was going to do is I was going to go here. If only I had 4 pink workers, that would be awesome. As it is, I only have 1. So I could just go on there and play that pink one there. Or I could clear them and then I could put the pink one here. But actually, I think that's better for me. So I go there, I spend 1 steam, I put that there, which moves me up on the forest track, on the river, and 3 steam. Now that's the worker done. Now we're exploiting the forest. So I've already angered them. Now I'm just angering them even more.
You're just doubling down at the anger at this point.
More coal, another green worker. And then we've got this. Or this. Well, I think it's got to be this, which completes the mega machine. I don't know if that's any good or not, but we'll go for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and some wealth. And it's going to be this one. So we're going to swap that out for this one. So I get 5 truck movements, which is 4 points, 2 steam, and a power. And 1 up on any one of the tracks. Again, not remembering what they are or what they do. But
River is to do with clearing.
yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
The forest is to do with having your maximum number of
Oh, and I've got 2 of them.
inventions. Yeah, so that's
Mountains is for each progress marker that's on the right hand side.
yep. And underground is
Which
for,
is
your position on here.
yeah. Okay, let's go up on the forest. And now that's cleared, so that goes there, so that goes there. And that's it. That moves on to there. They're still angry, so that still flips over.
Right.
Now, are we prevented going to the mega machine now? Or
I think you can, if it's in a location, you can still send the worker there to get all the bonuses. But there's nothing more to take by going there. Right.
Once all the spaces linked to an upgrade, take the upgrade token. Yeah, Danny will confirm this, but I believe. Oh, if all invention spaces on the mega machine are full, you can't perform this action. Still,
Okay.
we have completed the mega machine.
But that part isn't an action, is it?
This is an extra worker placement space.
Wherever the mega machine is, there's an extra workbench which has got quite a lot of juicy things on it.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right. I will go 1, 2 to here. I'll jump in here. Spend 2 steam
To clear all of
to clear
these.
all the pink workers.
Oh look, you've got lots of pig workers.
Annoyingly, the order's going to bite me slightly here, but I'm going to drop all 3 of my pink workers down. So, pink worker the 1 gets me 2 up on the river track. Pink worker the 2 gets me 2 VP. Be so kind. And 1 up on the track of my choice, which will be the mountain track, please. Worker number 3 gets me 1 up on the green track, which I can't move on because it's 1 up on the blue track.
And 3 steam.
3 steam. Then I'll take the forest. Now the forest space opens up, but I couldn't quite get there. Drops into there, which gets me a green worker and a coal. Green worker, please. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to go to one of these cities. I'm going to spend, whatever I'm doing, I'm spending 5 tradable goods to trigger it. Let's go for... I think I'm going to go for the most expensive one. So I'm going to spend 7 of my vast hordes of steam.
You're going to go for this one?
There.
So the big 5.
Yep, I spent all 5 of them.
Wow. Okay, so it's prestige.
Prestige twice, which gives me 2 more goods and 2 more cubes. I've got nowhere I can actually move the cubes. And my
Okay.
goods go back up.
You get 12 points.
12 points. Thank you. 52, 54 even.
Cool. You immediately place the flag and get the benefit of it, which
Yeah,
is
so
6 more points.
6 more points.
Not quite been lapped.
soon.
And you get to remove one of your hexes and get the conflict bonus from it.
Yep. So I'm going to remove this river one, which gets me the bonus if I move on the blue along the river. I think that's it for me.
Production. I'm gonna spend 3 steam,
Next time I pass something up, I can.
Alright, I will spend 6.
2 wealth, 1 energy,
So
1 VP.
production, Rob, if you wanted to do
Oh,
your production.
Production. Yes, I will spend 5.
1 luxury good.
Reduce
3
twice.
plus. So steam, electricity, and 2 points.
12 points for me, please.
Yeah, hang on.
4 points. 4. Then a red mountain. 2 more bus movement. Steam and 2 points. Then down here, 2 more luxury goods. Well, we should spend these. 2 more green workers.
Done.
3 more
How many?
points.
12 for me.
12.
Yep. This goes forward 8, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 steam.
And then
6 more
power.
points.
And
can't
6
move
more
on.
points, please.
Oh, no, I can move on. Oh, no, I can't move on. I presume you can't move the cubes on things you've not got inventions.
No, it's the inventions developed, not the space.
Yep, fair enough.
That should still be on. Shouldn't have moved.
Okay.
Right, we all produced.
Yep.
So at the end of production, push it there. Yep. Done.
Okay, so how to avoid being lapped. That is my new goal. I mean, I don't have any bricks
End the game quick.
because it's only getting worse. I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 4 districts, which costs me 2 steam. I am then going to go on the space that costs 2 steam to clear all of those workers. I then have 2 green workers. So one of them's obviously going to go there because that's amazing. The other one, well, this is interesting because I think I understand how this works. For every one of these that's empty, I'm going to get 10 points.
Yep.
But for every one that has more than 1, I lose 4.
Yep.
So at the moment, it's better for me to have 3 empty ones and 1 in
massive
conflict.
stack. Yeah.
But that's also nice.
Yeah. It's tricky.
No, I'm going to go here. So I am going to clear the water one. So that just clears without getting any benefit. That's that. This is 4 points. And it's a prestige movement. Oh, in fact, I'll do the prestige movement first. Because that means that that is actually 1 extra point. And I place a flag on something. Well, let's place the flag on... Yeah, sure. This one. I get 3 worm movements. So 1, 2, 3, which is a power and 2 steam. And I move a pilgrim up a track. So, sure. Let's move up to there. No, not there. Which is the one for things at the end? Mountain.
Mountain.
So that's effectively 4 more points. So I've done all of that. And I've done that. And now I'm going to get to do this, which doesn't quite trigger the end of the game.
Getting very close now, then.
Now, I can have a yellow worker, but I can't have any more coal. But I then get to spend some electricity to energize something. So, it's not as good as I thought.
Left to
There's the
energise.
middle one.
There's a 3 here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's a 3 here. There's a 2 here. So
where you're standing as well.
yeah, okay. I'll spend 3. 1, 2, 3, and we'll energize this. So I get 2 steam. I get the conflict reward for this, which is 2 of these movements, which is 6 points. Yay! And what am I doing? I'm doing that, and a prestige movement, which is there, which is 2 luxury goods. And then this flips over. And because I've just energized, I can do this to get 6 points. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Gulp.
I will go forward 1 and take the free position because I can't go any further. I will take 1 mountain,
Triggers the end of the game.
triggering so that
And
begins
water.
and the water. And I will
So we
say,
finish this round, and then we do 1 more turn each.
can I be yellow and a blue, please?
I've got them here.
Thank you. Yellow and a blue.
Secret stash.
So he goes on there, continuing the conflict. River goes on there. So 1 coal down, 2 water up gets me 6 more steam. I will then use this ability. So as the wild, I'm taking the dragon with another city action.
Right.
I am going to spend 7 to take the final one again.
So you can do this Even though you've already got a flag here. Yes.
I'm just,
Okay.
yeah, just not going to place the flag.
Just want to get to place a flag. So it's 12 points.
Yep, so 12 points.
It's 2 prestige.
Which is any one track, which will be along the forest track, please. And then one here, which is clearing anything off, which will clear off this river.
It's gain the benefit of this,
Which is 6 more points.
6 more points. And then it's remove a tile and get the bonus of it,
Yep, which will be this one.
which is 2 of these,
6 more
which
points.
is 6 more points. Yeah, remove your marker. This.
Oh, sorry, yeah. And I don't place the flag because I already had a flag on there, and that cleared everything off. So I think that is the end
Okay.
of my turn.
2 turns left after.
Yep, I have to do a city action as it happens. So, where am I? Yeah, surprisingly. Okay. Can go there. Or there.
Danny's saying, and the flag. Did he forget to pay the resources?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
He did forget to pay the
Yeah,
resources.
thanks so much for catching me.
I think the mega machine had to be moved.
Yeah,
Because it should have moved when I went
should
here.
be here.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I am going to move 1, 2. No, where do I want to come here?
Say hello
No,
to me.
no, I want to go here. Think.
So 1, 2.
2.
Which space do you want to go on?
Does it have to be blue?
It's 3 blue.
It's blooming annoying. So that. Oh yeah, no, it has to be the clear down space. Okay, so.
So you spend 2 to clear that and that.
Yeah. Now.
You've got a blue worker, so you can go on any of these or that one.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so reputation, still 2. That's 4 points.
In total. Yeah.
That's Rob. Okay. Prestige. So do that first.
Yeah.
So you move your
Extra.
reputation marker up, which means that's actually an extra 1 point.
Yeah.
Place a flag on any city that you don't currently have a flag on.
Put on the far 4 point possibility. 1.
Right. Then worm truck 3 spaces.
Prestige, energy and steam.
Reputation. So reputation is 3 points. Okay, and then move 1 pilgrim up any 1 track. Right. So that's your worker placement bit done.
Right. Now we have.
Then you've got exploiting the underground,
Yeah.
which is mandatory.
Ouch.
Oh, I should have flipped this over.
Okay, so this goes on here in angry mode. And I get 2.
No, that's when you remove it.
Oh, sorry, I'll move it. I get 1 coal.
Red worker and a coal.
So that gives me 3
Gets you 3
steam.
steam.
Right. Then I can do.
And then you can build or do the mega machine, but you can't do
So
the mega
can't do
machine
the-
because it's full. So
Okay, so
I'll just move it to here before we forget.
Yeah, why not? Okay. All right, so build is adding to the city, isn't it? So I spend. I'll spend wealth. So coming out of my rooms.
Where do you want to build it?
Well, here, because I could probably go here if that's of any use.
You put a tile on here
One of these.
if you want to.
Yeah.
And now you get the conflict reward of it, which is your
2 bus movement. Steam
Which is
and
1 steam and 3 points.
Steam. Points. Done.
right. So my penultimate turn, and I
Go on. That's the unlocked one.
think I know what I wanted to do, but things have changed. What workers have I got? Yellow. Yeah, problem is the yellow one hasn't really been expanded. But sure, let's go 1, 2, and spend a steam to go 3. Then I'm going to spend 2 steam to clear that worker. And then I can place these 2 yellow workers there and there. So let's do this first, which will be 3 of these movements. So 1, 2, 3, getting me 1 power, 2 steam. And then this, which is 5 points and a prestige, which gives me 2 cube movements, which I can't have. There. 3 more truck movements, which is 3 points, 3 points, and a power. So 6 more points. Another power. And move 1 pilgrim up on 1 track. So did we just work out that the forest one's better for me? I think we did. So I've done all of this, I've done this, and I've done this. Then I take this, which goes here, which gets me a blue worker, and it gets me 2 water. That 2 water is 4 steam because they don't like me. So it's only 2 steam per combo. But now I get to do this, which is probably not going to get really very much. Although, no, it is. Because if I just buy 1, I get to activate it. So I'll spend 3 food, or 2 food and a wealth, to buy this. And because I've only taken 1 tile, I get all of the stuff that's on it. So I gain a food, I get a track movement, so we'll have that one, and I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I put it somewhere, probably doesn't matter at this stage, where it goes. And then because I was in a sector with that, that goes there. Right, I believe we are on our last turn of the game. So
I've got 2 options.
You are almost 100 points ahead of us.
Yep, I can do the produce.
I think you're fine.
In which case, I'm just going to get. If I produce, I just get straight 24 points, but it also gives you 2 the chance to produce as well. And you can get. So the other option is.
Got enough money, Arthur? Yes.
Well, I'm hoping this is worth something at the end of the game.
Do I build?
I'm not sure it is.
I believe so.
Sorry, I just need to consider this one.
1 point for every 2 workers and leftover resources. Steam is not a resource. So yes, they're worth half a point each.
Yeah, okay.
I think I am going to do an action on the board. I'm half tempted, but I think it's the thing. So I'm going to jump to here. So,
So
into
1, 2.
Yep.
No worker
there.
placements.
So one along and do,
Okay.
we'll do the 1 work because I've got 2 blues.
Okay.
So I land there. First things first is I'm going to spend 1 worker to go here, letting me remove this one.
For no benefit, but it's gone.
No benefit, and 2 steam. I'll then drop my 2nd worker here, go up 1 on the blue track,
Yeah.
and 1 again on the blue track.
Mhm.
And take
3 points.
5. Then I take one of the
Exploit the underground.
exploit the underground, please, which gives me a coal and
Red
pink
worker.
Thank you.
Got it.
Yep. Then I will spend
You get to build.
4 to build a big building out on the rim, which lets me, now I think this is the better option, I'm going to send that one and that one. So that's 2 on the worm, which is a power and a steam. And then 1 cube, which is nothing because they're all packed out. Those 2 go onto that one. I think that is me.
That's your building done. That's your
Done.
final turn of the game.
Yep.
Right, so I am here. So that's 1, 2, and a steam. Which gets me to this zone on the clear out
So that gets
section.
rid of that and that. Yep.
Then I have, these are grey, aren't they?
Yeah, so you can literally use anything. So
I
you've got
agree.
1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and you can get all of them using whatever workers you want.
Oh,
Yeah, because they all match. They're all grey.
Stick the yellow one on there.
Yeah.
And another one there and there. And there. Now, which order do we do this in? Place magnet, place workers, exploit.
Yeah, so it works for the exploitation.
Yeah. So which of the workers do you want to do first?
Is that going to get me anything?
It's going to get you, it'll increase this up another one, and then you get to place.
Oh, have you gone round 6?
No, I don't think so. I think maybe the wrong one's been removed.
because you're going to move this one.
Yeah, but I think we did that
Oh, wait, no.
recently.
I think we did too.
Those switches.
Yeah.
I was one away.
You
I
were
was one away from
There you
getting it.
So that will get you 2 of
Yeah,
those,
that's very good. Yeah.
which is a point at the end of the game.
Yeah. Okay. So well, probably is. Okay. Well, we'll do this one first.
Yeah. So
Leave
on.
Oh, what am I doing?
Okay.
So 2 luxury goods.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Stand them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. You should put this in the rule book and then lay them down
Lay
when
down
you
to
do
do
them.
them, right.
So that's that one done.
So 2 cube movements,
2
which
cube
isn't going
movements.
to do me any
Yeah,
good.
capped
So
out.
nothing to move.
That's 3 points in a brick.
3 points on a brick. Here's the brick. Here's the 3
Okay, this one
points.
is 5 points
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and a top hat.
And another top hat.
Just 2 more cube movements, which is nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Worm truck, 3 movements.
3. An energy and a steam.
And 1 pilgrim track movement.
Pilgrim track movement. This one.
Right, that's the workers done.
Yeah.
Then you exploit water and something else. Oh, sorry, water and another tile, which could also be water.
All right. Well, let's do the water then.
There you go. Which gets you 2 water and a blue worker. But they're angry.
Yeah. That's going to be upside down. Then I get to pick one. So I guess.
Do you just double down the water? To
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really neat. Yeah, so better just one patch of
Yeah, one patch of
fury as you go
pain.
by rather than
Yeah. All right. Blue water again. So I presumably get more water at this
get
point.
2 more water and
2
another,
more water and...
another chop in blue.
Yeah.
Blue. Then
Danny's saying, oh, it can't be water. They have to be different.
Oh.
Ah, there's no not equals to sign on there.
all right,
Thank you for that.
Take that back.
I didn't
This
realise.
goes back, and I'll
So
take.
we need a little not equals to sign on there,
Yeah, I'll take a
or a non-water
The water,
symbol.
Yeah.
measure of mushrooms. I'll take that one.
That's pink and I call.
So that gives me a coal. Did I get the worker back? Sure, I did.
I think you had a spare blue worker. So you get 1 blue worker, and then you get another pink worker.
Sorry, did you say?
No,
Yeah,
you got the right number.
I've got the right number.
Lands.
Okay. So that's those dealt with.
Yes. So
Then you
then
action.
it is any of the actions. Whatever
Well,
you
I
want.
want to do the electrify action,
Yeah, good call.
This one.
which is now what's available to.
So you need 4 power.
This is probably the most valuable one.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, all right. 4 power.
Walk.
1, 2, 3.
So
4.
remove a tile from your board for no benefit.
Mm,
But remember, if you've got an empty stack, you're going to get the points printed there.
totally empty, not just
So
not just
you're
on happy.
slightly, you're 1 point better from having an empty stack than a stack with 1 on. Yeah.
Okay.
You get the benefit of that, which is a cube movement, which is
We can't
no
take.
use. You get the benefit of that, which is 2 worm truck movements, which is 1 steam and 3 points. And you get 2 prestige, which is any 1 pilgrim track and remove a tile.
But I think it's the same equation. You're better off.
Yeah. And
Right,
1
and-
pilgrim track.
Okay. Okay, but because that was an electrify, I can take off.
You can.
Yep.
And get 6 points. There you go. Right, my final turn of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Where? I mean, if I do,
Yeah,
you can also produce
Yeah.
and get a boatload of points. If I produce, I'm only going to get, yeah. In
30-ish,
terms of points,
30-ish.
I get 8, 10.
yeah. I'd love for you to produce, but I don't think it has. It's actually
None of
got
my
benefits,
cubes
yeah.
move. I get 6 round here, which is good. But I think you're going to get more. I think if I produce, you get more.
If you produce, I will get 24. I will get 18
Yeah.
victory points.
The problem is by doing another action, that means I have to exploit.
Yeah, that's the balance I was working up as well.
And
So,
I'm already running at massive negatives. For this river track is gonna be painful. But because I've got the luxury stuff, I could go here. This might actually be the best thing for me. And I do have the steam.
it lets you purge one.
And this action is available here.
And you already knackered on the forest anyway, so
Yeah.
but you got no
This
workers to
should
play.
have moved.
Okay.
Oh,
Oops, well done.
Taking the river with it.
Really weird.
Yeah, that's the downside.
is that now on that region there?
No, it's here.
Other option is you jump all the way around to there, purge those, use your blue workers on the generics, on the greys.
I want to take 2 of these.
Ah, yeah, that's why that gives you 2 of them. Even though it lets you purge, you'd purge.
And I can't get rid of the workers.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Yeah.
on the space.
Apologies. Yeah, ignore me. It's late.
So I could go here to do that, but actually I think that's probably still my best bet if I wanted to do this.
And it would let you do that again. Because you can purge
right.
the.
I'm not sure it matters, but this having this at the end of your turn has some impact on you.
Yes.
Negatives.
Yeah.
So
2 of your
this
things split over.
turned
Oh, sorry, yeah. That's for the reds, which is your workers. So
So okay, so
that
workers.
flips and you lose all but 2 of them. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's the
so
game,
we'll go 1, 2, and spend a steam to go an extra space,
Come to the dark side on the last turn.
and then we are.
Ah,
No, I can't because that would be pink, and I don't have any pink.
oh yes, sorry, apologies.
So I'm just going to go on
You couldn't
the.
afford it because it cost you 2 to purge, and then you wouldn't have the 7 to place in the last location.
So I'm just going to do this. So we're going to exploit the forest, which is fine. Whatever's.
Yeah, they're really
Gain a
annoying,
coal,
you know.
gain a green worker. But then we're going to spend 5 luxury goods here,
Along with 7 steam.
along with 7 steam, which gets me a prestige movement, which is 1 up a track, which is there.
Mm-hmm.
Place a flag on here, and then activate the flag on here without removing it, which is 6 points. Then I get 12 points. Then I get another top hat movement, which is to remove a tile. And sure, yay. And then I get to remove a tile and get the benefit. Remove a tile and get the benefit, which is 2 steam, which doesn't do anything against 2 steam. I think we're done.
I think we're done. Right, end game scoring.
End of game scoring. So at the end of the game, keep playing. Yeah. So government grant tiles. Anybody who didn't use their government grant may move.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
I didn't, but still, I haven't got any cubes.
I've
to
got nowhere to
move,
move.
so it does nothing.
There you go.
Mm.
Score wilderness track. So for the forest track, you get that number of points multiplied by the number of university inventions you have. So I have 2 university inventions. I'm on the 12, so I get 24 points.
I also have 2 university inventions. I'm on the 12, so 24 points for
24
me.
points.
20.
Arthur,
I don't think
you
I'm on
have 1 university invention, but you've not progressed
on that track.
on that track. Right. The mountain track is the victory points indicated multiplied by the number of progress markers that are on the rightmost step. So I've got 3 multiplied by 4. So I get 12 points. Arthur?
I've got 4 of them.
Multiplied by 6. So 24 points. And Rob?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Multiplied by 5, you get 20 points. The underground is that number of points multiplied by the points based on your reputation level. We're all 3. So Arthur, you get 12.
Yeah.
And Rob, you get 3. And finally, the river. Victory points. Right. So this is the one which is a bit tricky. So there's a red number and a black number. If you have no tiles in a place, you get the black number. And Danny will correct us if it's wrong. If you've got one tile on a place, you get nothing. But if you have a conflict tile on a space, you get the red number. So I think I get 20 points for having 2 complete stacks, -8 for having 2 areas in conflict. So I get 12 points. I think that is correct for that. It is correct. Thank you.
So I get
Rob,
30.
3 empty stacks, which is 30.
Minus 1 complex stack, which is -4.
So 26.
26.
26. Arthur?
I've got 2 of each, so I get
2
plus
points.
14 minus 12. Okay.
And then finally, 1 point for every 2 workers and leftover resources. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right, I didn't catch exactly what you said there, so...
1 point for every 2 workers and resources that you've got.
Right, 2, 3, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
I'll make it
24,
12 points. There you go. So I win.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I think I win. I've got the most points. So Rob wins
200.
288.
Amazing.
Now, bearing in mind this only goes up to plus 200. They didn't give you a plus 300 marker. Danny will tell us, is 288 points a good score? He didn't break the scoring token. Success, yes.
I've probably broken the game scoring system. Okay.
And then 195 and 182. Okay, so Rob, as the winner, you get to share your thoughts on the game.
It's, enjoying it enormously. It's got that glowing mechanism of planning several turns ahead, making sure you're balancing your actions, your resources. A lot of my thought process when during your turns was, what actions am I doing the next 2 turns, because I need to make sure I've got the right resource base, the right tokens here, not triggering these to lose things at the right time. Yes, yeah. And I'm loving the income rundles. This is interesting. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And just everything around it. Yeah. Top on.
Arthur?
Yeah, it's an interesting puzzle. I mean, there's some things I quite like about it. I mean, particularly the this sort of tension between whether you overexploit or don't exploit. I mean, I avoided exploiting, to the point of aggression pretty much the whole game, but didn't do very well out of it. So maybe you need to be a bit more aggressive in how you play. Yeah, enjoyed it. I'll play again. Happy.
I tried a different approach. I thought I'm going to wait as long as I can before producing, which I think was bad. I think I recovered from it.
Mm-hmm.
But my overall plan was to save up the steam, wait until I'd got more of these, and then when I did produce,
produce mega.
I was producing that. The problem is I ran out of food. I didn't have a way of getting the food. The only way of getting the food was really to produce. So by not producing, when you 2 produced on the first round, what I should have done is because that would have been there, I would have produced the wealth.
Yeah.
The wealth is the wild card that you then need to be able to do
That's
something.
why I did it, because immediately it's 2,
It's
whatever
2
else
gold.
I choose to do, it's 2 more to support.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, after doing it as well, you could have racked up 3
Yeah.
or 4 of these, got these jumping on as well. I mean, yeah, it's only on the one, but it's moving the pilgrims, it's moving this, and it's getting you that flexibility. So if you haven't got access to one, you can go for somewhere else instead.
So I found myself struggling at the start. In fact, struggling most of the way through for resources and just not really. I didn't have the bricks to build, so I couldn't get rid of these
But
tiles.
I was hitting, and these are random, and like giving me brick glut.
Yeah.
Just constantly going over a spot. I'm bouncing off. I'm doing the build action just to try and burn the bricks.
Yeah, I don't
Clear
know.
these
The
off.
build action is amazing because that gets these tiles
Yeah.
off.
It purges them. You get the bonuses.
Yeah. Whereas the energizing is nice. You get all sorts of bonus for energizing.
Yeah.
But it isn't removing the tiles. So yeah, it's an interesting mix.
It's interesting. None of us came anywhere close to.
Oh yeah,
Fleshing out
that
our
was my
factions.
original plan, but then it just didn't. I think it didn't help that this was one that definitely wasn't getting any of the buildings built, so
Yeah.
it wasn't as as efficient an action maybe as some of the others.
They're moving the cubes up. It was interesting, and I don't know if this is normal for a game, but we'd all reached the point where all of our cubes were on the right hand side, and it was like we don't need cube movements now. Cube movements aren't doing anything.
And so those rushes of cube at the end would be great if you bought a late tech and then wanted to just get it bombed up.
Yeah, but I think maybe that's because we all bought you two did. You bought loads at the start and then just kept moving on the same ones. There wasn't any.
Yeah, it seems in the early game it's no brainer to buy 2 of these as far as I can see.
Rather than one and get the bonuses.
If you're doing production, you're going to get to use them so many times.
Yeah.
You're going to get it because every time another player does it, you're triggering it as well. Particularly once you got onto the blues, and then it's just constant passive right.
So my thoughts on the game, I enjoyed it. It's quite a bit heavier than his other games. So
do you think it's heavier than Bitoku? Bitoku's quite heavy.
More.
I think it.
Oh, here we are. Yeah.
It personally, having not played Bitoku for over a year, I think it's possibly roughly the same complexity. Roughly, in a different way.
I think this requires. My memory with Bitoku, I think this feels like it requires more sort of active. What are my next 2 actions going to be?
There is in Bitoku as well,
yeah.
definitely. Considering his other games that I've played that I really like, Windmill Valley and Barcelona, this is a step more complex. So I don't think it's a given that if you like Barcelona and Windmill Valley, that you'll like this as well.
Apparently, the mere fact because the board we're using, which the worm engine was the power tech, this cycled a lot faster.
Worm engine.
It's the mega machine.
Oh, because there's different mega machines, isn't there?
This one uses the worm bus. So we were cycling the worm buses a lot more, generating more steam and more victory points from that.
Right.
So
okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, the different mega machines will make the game different. So if it was that one, it would be cube movements.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be good for us. Oh, but this is all prop hats. These are different as well.
Top hat movement.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I enjoyed it, but I think unlike the game this afternoon, which was lighter game, that was immediately more enjoyable on a first game because this one had a lot more going on.
This one's harder to teach, no question.
This one definitely needs another game to put it all together.
I think playing it again, recognising that don't put yourself trying to go for all of these means you're not getting the really high multipliers on any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas focusing on a few more, you could see an absolutely monstrous return if you get the right.
Yeah.
elements.
I mean, yeah. So that one got me. That one got me 12 points. This one got me 24.
This one got me 2.
Because,
24 points for that one.
Of course, if you hadn't moved that one up at all, the negative impact would have been
Yeah, it is.
far
Yeah,
worse.
that's true. Yeah.
But I'm thinking if I, instead of going for the top 2, the mountains and that one, if I'd gone all that into focus moving this, would that have been a good impact return?
So the one thing that I felt we didn't have much control over was increasing this. You only increase this when this does a lap.
And there weren't that many.
I mean, I was electrifying, and electrifying does get you the top hats, but I only managed to get. But we were all one space short of it going up again.
I think getting these up, that one, if it had been that tech, would have been different.
It would have been different.
There's more then, and I'm wondering what other ones of these are in. Because this is a tiny.
How
number.
many?
There's like 15. I think there's
How many city tiles are there?
15 or 20. There's quite a few.
There's 18.
18.
18 city tiles, and you only use 5 of them in the game. So these
very
were
different. Between that, the Mega Machine, and all these coming out, because I don't know whether any of these have got top hats on them.
probably not. I think Prestige is quite rare. So I was about to say it's a negative point of the game, but actually now that we've revealed the variability, I can see why it's in there. I'm getting less and less fond of tracks that just give you random bonuses. Lots of Euro games have, I'm just going to move around a track and I'm just going to get random bonuses that just, yeah. But the reason why I don't think it's a negative is because the variability in which one of these you choose, like this one, is about this track. So suddenly that track is important because of this, and it's going to get you the stuff that's specific to that track, like prestige luxury items. So if you're playing with this Mega Machine, you're going to have more luxury items in the game, potentially. If you're playing with this one, it's this track. So it's right that this track, it's not just random bonuses. This track is about steam, reputation points, and a bit of energy. So I now see that it's okay to have these tracked with just stuff because you're triggering them differently depending on which
trying to
which things you're
trying to
playing.
jump on the mega machine to get that bonus. But in that one, the top up was the last one to come out. It could easily have been the first. You got more prestige through that way.
I will be interested to see what the weight rating of this is once the ratings have settled down. I would have said that this is definitely a 4. I don't know what Danny thinks about the weight rating, but I'm thinking it's probably a low 4s. What about you, Arthur? Are you thinking it's...
Well, I'm not that familiar with the VGA weight ratings. I mean,
Okay.
I think this is quite a heavy game.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's. I guess it's up there approaching a Vito Lacerda, really, because of the forward planning.
There is quite a bit going on. This bit was great. It reminded me a little bit like the resource wheel in Glass Road. In the mechanically, a game has managed to say, well, effectively, this is like you gain a water and you gain a coal, and as soon as you've got one of each, you cash it in for a certain amount of stream. That is effectively what this is, and I think as long as you explain
It's just doing it immediately rather than choosing.
Yeah. So if it's on a positive number upwards, it means you've got an excess of water. If it's below, it means you've got an excess of coal. And every time it moves towards the centre, you generate 3 steam.
Yeah,
is effectively what it is. If it's moving towards the centre,
I'm
so
not
that's
sure,
clever.
I'm not sure we'd ever get that for you. You sort of have to go four coal in a row and then get a river and do a double jump. But
Yeah.
just keeping it buzzing there felt like a constant steady stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I liked that bit. The interesting decision about city movement or production. This as a reminder that you produced on the previous turn and therefore you can't produce again. Yeah, I mean you do need a reminder of that.
Yeah, that works.
But I think I might forget it at some point. I don't know. How many times would you produce?
This might cause problems for clumsy people though.
Because it's a bit big. Yeah.
Well, worst case scenario, you take a saw to it there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just chop the chimney down.
So yes, I think overall we enjoyed it.
Oh yes.
It was. Again, I didn't know what to expect going in. But I've come out of it thinking it's probably a little bit heavier than I might have expected. Not that that's a bad thing, but I think people just need to prepare for a fair amount of rules up front, but also a fair amount of, oh my god, how am I going to be able to do the thing that I want to do?
You run out of steam at the wrong time.
Yes.
Or you realise that these are building up more.
How
and
many
more.
times did that happen?
Whilst also analysing the board state.
Yeah.
Because the board state is changing depending on what's going on. I think my favourite part of the game is the exploiting the land and angering the yokai, and the fact that they come along and they destroy bits of your factory.
They don't stop it completely, but they make it harder. That's really good.
I like that from a thematic point of
You
view.
can choose to just smash through it, but also...
Which I did. I mean, look at this at the end. I had 4 forest exploitation tiles, because once you have angered them,
Well, there's
no penalty
Just keeping going.
for continuing to anger them.
You might as well just double down on it, just keep deforesting.
Yeah.
And, just get the rest of them happy.
Yep. Right, we're all done. So we'll wrap things up. First of all, big thank you to Danny for being here in the chat and just, helping us with a couple of rules queries that we had. Thank you very much to everybody who's been watching, and hello to everybody who has been watching this back afterwards. As I mentioned at the start, this was not a sponsored stream. We do these videos because we enjoy playing games, but I do these videos to help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game that you might like. Also, a number of my friends got this game at Essen and they struggled with the rulebook. I've looked through the rulebook. It is nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, bearing in mind the number of people that said the rulebook was pretty bad. You two have both read the rulebook.
Yeah, but it was lovely the game from it. It's no Scepters of Zavendor.
But a few people have said they bought the game, but they want to see it being played to help them learn how to play. So hopefully it has helped you learn how to play. And yeah, if you have got the game and you've played it, let me know what you think in the comments. This is the game that was voted on by my Patreon supporters as the #1 game that they wanted to see that I brought back from Essen. I think quite rightly so, because it was one of the hot games from Essen. If you are going to be at GridCon, this is going to be in the Hot Games library. So if you are coming to GridCon next month, you can play this. It will be in the Hot Games library, so it will be permanently set up on a table. And yes, if you like the content that I create and you want to support me and support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. I will give you a sneak peek as to what's happening next week. On Monday, these two are coming over. So the game that has been voted on the next is Beyond the Horizon from Cranio Creations. Again, not a sponsored stream, but we're going to be playing that. Now, you've played Beyond the Sun.
I have a few times, yeah.
You have or haven't?
May have in passing over the years, but it's not one that jumps straight to my mind.
Yeah. But again, that's another unsponsored playthrough. So we will all have a bit of a look through the rules over the weekend. But that will be happening on Monday afternoon. And then next week, next Friday, this will be a Patreon-only stream. I am doing a playthrough of World Order. World Order is the new game from the people who designed Hegemony. And they've got a Kickstarter that's coming up in a few weeks' time. We're doing the recording of it this Friday. So that will be a live stream for Patreon supporters. But don't worry, if you're not a Patreon supporter, that video will become public about a week or two after. But we're actually doing the filming a week today. So yeah, excited about that. That's just arrived today and he's downstairs and we'll be doing that next Friday. But for now, thank you very much, you two, for joining. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you, Danny, again for being here. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.